Go. Sirenscape.
Oh, it's so
Zoom.
hot in here.
We're
All
live.
buttons, everything, action.
I,
Hi,
I should make
hello
it
everyone.
more like action, like when I push all the buttons, like yeah, this one, go.
That is true. Hi everyone. Hello and welcome to Fey Touch, our Dungeons and Dragons 5th edition campaign set in the wondrous Feywild. I'm James. I'm a professional dungeon master with RPGathome, and it's my great pleasure to welcome you to this campaign and our very exciting day with episode 2 of Kobold Press's Wrath of the River King. One of my favourite Fey adventures, and at the moment, probably the best Fey adventure out there while we eagerly await the official
1
Wizards of
week,
the Coast
right?
drop in a week. Yep, which is
1
very
week.
exciting.
Well, beyond the witchlight.
But until then, we're going to play Wrath of the River
So
King for a
then
few
we're
weeks
the
more.
best Fey campaign out there. So take that, wizards.
Yeah. Anyway, so a warm welcome and welcome to you all, and a very happy return to Eric. Eric, who
Maybe.
unfortunately had to miss last session, or Eric's frantically getting some tech going up in the background, so we'll leave him alone for a moment.
I can hear you.
You can. So,
Yes.
Hello everyone, and
Hello.
I'll say good day to Latreni first. Eric, you can sort out what you're doing first. Hi Latreni, how are you today?
I'm okay. A little bit stressed, but overall okay.
We're having some
Had the-
weird US tech issues over there. You had internet drop out and frantically trying to get things going. But thanks for coming and thanks for joining us. Would you like to tell us a little bit about yourself, your character, kind of your vibe?
I am Trini. I am playing Tismei, the Hexblood Twilight Cleric, who is all fine now. No more hag business. And is just waiting for someone else to have terrible things happen to them.
Someone else to have hag business.
Yeah.
Yes, basically.
Okay.
Bispo made a pact with a demon, so that's the next.
Solid.
Yeah.
He eagerly awaits.
Our beloved 9-fingered, 8-fingernailed, 7-toothed hexblood. So welcome, Latreni. Thanks for
Say
coming.
it that way.
And a very good, for me, it's very good morning, but for you, very good evening. Good evening, Taylor. How are you today? How are you going?
Doing well. Things have been calm and quiet here in Chicago. I am Taylor. I play the Eladrin Fey sorcerer Esmeralda, who has come from the Feywilds to this mortal realm and has promptly learned how terrible it is. And I can't wait to get her back to where she belongs so she can be at peace again because she hates this place.
It has been a crazy 6 days for Esmeralda, our Eladrin.
Yeah, no.
Yep, and it's only
She's
getting
been
crazier.
bullied.
Yeah, she has a bit. It's been rough, but mostly the Fae have been beating her up rather than the mortals, which is it's kind of your own people, really.
Yeah.
Yeah,
For sure. And also, this is kind of like somebody who like has a like a flight and they have to stop at an airport for 5 hours, and that's like they just hate that city even though they didn't go anywhere. Like that's kind of how it's
Okay, but we all can agree that when you just stop in Newark, that's the worst.
But there is a noodle place I want to bring you to. You would love it.
Yeah, no.
And it very much sounds like Eric's fixed his very much fixed his audio. G'day, Eric. Eric's playing Bisbo, our kobold. Welcome back. Sorry we missed you last week. Not feeling so good.
Yeah, sorry about that. Moving issues and health issues, but I'm back. I'm at my mother's house, so I think my video is a little delayed, right?
It's you're getting like 5 frames a second. Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
Well, you can hear me, right? So that's
We can,
that's the most important thing.
For better, for worse, arguably.
Okay.
I desperately tried to do your accent last week. With very poor results.
It was good.
So I apologise and welcome back. And
heard everything everybody said and did. I know all, and I had. It's funny because with the whole scene with the fingernail, I was like yelled at the screen. What about your hair? Use a piece of hair, God damn it! And then Jared, you laid that down, so that was perfect. What's up? I'm Eric. I play Bispo. He's a kobold artificer, and apparently God hates my cute, adorable sidekick. So, God.
Yeah, the word's gone out. Familiar's days are numbered, but hopefully it survives a little bit longer this week.
I'm gonna put him in full plate next, so that's my next mission.
Is that the plan?
Yeah.
And last but certainly not least, hi Eric. Hi Jared, our
Sure.
intrepid tech, awesome Twitch person who just does so much extra work behind the scenes. I'm forever thankful I don't have to do any of that. Thanks, Jared. Welcome.
Hello. Hi, everyone. I'm Jared. I play Quinn, the Elfish Ranger. And yeah, just super excited to play D&D with you every Monday. It's been a lot of fun, so...
So let's play some D&D. But before we begin, I need to acknowledge the creatives that we use and use for all of our sessions, and particularly this session, particularly the incredible work of Darshan Fragnani, our great character portraits. We've got some new work coming from him that will emerge over the next few weeks, which is really, really wonderful. Check him out at ArtStation. There'll be links around when we put this on YouTube. We also have the wonderful sounds of Sirenscape, so thanks very much. You can hear, hopefully, a bit of traveling musicians and village stuff.
It's a little quiet, but it's there.
We've got some very cool battles ahead very, very shortly, so some really good, pixie giggling and grunting, and we had some fun with Sirenscape last week, so it was really, really cool. And of course, we are using the Kobold Press adventure Rock of the River King, and Fey Touched is set in the Kobold Press world of Midgard and the Forest of the Arbaness. And finally, a little quick shout out to some of the other artists that we use for tokens. We're using Splattered Ink, Moonlit Maps, Forgotten Adventures, and the work of Devon Knight. And we've done a little bit of our own mapping this week, which we may get to through the use of Dungeon Draft. And with that, we use some assets from Forgotten Adventures and Tom Kartos when we build those maps. So yeah, a few artists that we use each week. Thank you again. Wonderful. Let's dive into it.
Oh boy.
Yes, let's.
When last we met, our heroes had returned to the village of Riverbend. The village that this whole journey had started in. Started when the Fey Esmeralda had appeared in a circle of standing stones just outside of the village. It has only been a week since Esmeralda arrived from the Feywild, meeting the local village girl, Tismei, the baker's daughter. And after an extensive adventure where they ended up battling with an evil hag, the Hag Amwerta, our company have arrived back to town. Back to town with a mix of good news and bad, I guess. The group brought with them the body of Digby, a wizard that didn't survive the encounters with the hag's minions at the swamp, and a touching reunion occurred, I guess, between the cleric of the village, Romilly, and a ranger Fearbold that the group had met out in the woods, Ren, as they said goodbye to Tiernan, a druid who had also fallen, but also started to prepare Digby's body for a ritual to try and attempt reincarnation. There was also a reconnection between Tismei and her family. A very tense and heartfelt, troubling encounter. And I've got to say, Latrenia, was quite beautiful looking back at it, I've got to say. Tismei meeting up with her mother for the first time since understanding and realizing that her mother had given her away as part of a deal with the hag, that the mother had given her third born so that she could have children. And with Tismei having destroyed the hag and returning to the mother, there's certainly been a level of recrimination and guilt and judgment there. There was a hilarious little encounter with two guards and a beautiful beautiful Fey princess, which was as predictable, ridiculously slapstick and stupid, but it was hilarious nonetheless. As I guess Esmeralda is starting to get a sense of her sense of power over the mortals, her supernatural beauty really starting to pay dividends when it comes to dealing with the fickle hearts of men. For the other
No regrets.
For Quinn and Bisbo, they effectively surrendered themselves to house arrest. Having gone AWOL from the army that they had arrived with, they surrendered themselves for judgment, having assisted the army against some bugbears out of town, but then really waiting to see what their superiors, what the officers had in store for them. They were placed in a locked stockade, which allowed Bisbo to start working on a toilet thing that he was doing, an invention. And it was there that you've realized that while you've been away, the Fey have not been quiet. They have continued to come out of the standing stones. They continued to attack and harry the soldiers and the villagers within Riverbend. In fact, Tismei and Esmeralda saw a strange satyr Fey that was kind of hanging out at one of the local inns within town. The army have suffered losses, humiliating losses, as the Fey used charms and magic to have them soil themselves and roll around helpless. And so it was that Quinn, through the use of hex blood communication with the use of a fingernail from Tismei, have coordinated the rest of the group to come to the assistance of a group of soldiers who are right now tearing down the standing stones on the outskirts of town. Their defeats have been such that Lieutenant Mus, the commander of the local soldiery, has had enough. He's had enough of the constant attacks, the constant worry, and has decided to put an end to this gate, to pull the stones down, to smash the entrance to the Feywild, and to destroy the Fey Road. Hurrying to the top of the ridge, to the mountain, to the hill where the standing stones lie, you see that the soldiers are under attack. These strange pixie-like creatures. They're not tiny though, they're medium-sized with grey, almost featureless moth-like wings. The Aridni are attacking these soldiers with the use of some forest imps. Our group immediately rushed into attack, Quinn leaping onto some of the standing stones, daggers flying left and right. The battleground erupting with this kind of guiding bolt of fire that illuminates some of these creatures. And Esmeralda drawing around a mantle of roses, this green-like shawl that seems to radiate Fey energy as her spells are augmented and made stronger. Bisbo firing his fire bolts left and right, although that's not what we're calling them. No, it was frost bolts, wasn't it? Left and right. Watched in shock as his familiar was splintered in one of the attacks. So as we rejoin our game, we rejoin our fray right in the middle of combat, the way I tend to love when we rejoin D&D. And we rejoin in the middle of a fight. Let me change the soundtrack slightly. You hear the cackle of the Fae. You hear the cackle of imps and the roaring of the men as our group rushes into fight. Has everyone got the map up? Everyone got Fantasy Grounds going?
Yep.
All right. Good luck, everyone. Welcome back to Wrath of the River King.
Oh boy.
The Forest Imp, the last remaining Forest Imp that have been systematically destroyed by Quinn's dagger throws, flies across the field and again targets Tismei. Tismei, having drawn together the Twilight Sanctuary of her magic around that is healing people left and right, has seemingly drawn the ire of these creatures. They are targeting Herbia above all else. And as the Forest Imp descends down towards you, it draws forth this large glaive, this kind of two-handed axe, and strikes down at Tismei, flying in from the battlefield. It attacks and hits with a 17, doing barely 5 points of damage, of which that is absorbed within the temporary hit points from your Twilight Sanctuary. But with a deft flick of its wrist, it tries to hook you out from under your feet, trying to trip you up. I'll get you to make a dexterity saving throw for me, please.
Okay.
And a 10 won't do it. Tismei falls prone onto the ground as the Forest Imp alights back on top of the standing stone. Sergeant von Funkstad, the grim sergeant within the army, looks up at one of these Aridni and brings his heavy crossbow to bear. He barks orders at the soldiers and says to the two next to him, to the left and right, "Pull the others back! Pull the others back! That's one!" And he points across to one of the soldiers who is rolling uncontrollably with laughter as he fires his crossbow heavily up to the Aridni above him. He hits with a 21, doing a grand total of 3 points of damage as the bolt just goes through this creature's moth-like wing. It is over to Quinn. Quinn, perched dexterously on top of one of these standing stones. What do you do?
Hi, Quinn here. Sorry, give me a second. I was having terrible audio issues on my end, so hopefully it didn't bleed over into anything else going on there. But let me actually get us on the battle screen here because I was fooling around with this. Of course, you're not going to work. There we go. All right. Sorry about that. Move us over here. Which one was it that just took that shot at Tismei?
The little forest imp who's kind of at your 3 o'clock, the 1 o'clock on the circle, if that makes sense. The little imp who's resting on top of the stone.
4.
Yep.
Yeah. Let's do that because I don't.
You're currently 20 feet away, perched on the opposite rock on top of this standing stone.
Okay, so I can still hit then from here. Yeah, so let's do that. We'll attack then. First attack.
You've got thrown weapon fighting up and your returning weapon. Looks good, and Planar Warrior is already up from the last time. I think you missed on the last throw, so you should be fine.
Yeah, that's what I like to hear. Okay, then yeah, let's just release one here. I'm already targeted, so God, it's only been a week, and I feel like I've no clue how to play this.
And just like that, the dagger, the extra planar dagger, flies across the sky, striking the imp, doing 19 points of damage with a single dagger, and almost hysterically, almost overactingly, the imp's like just falls from the stone, splattering on the floor below. That's your first attack.
Skip over here to this other, to the top as I'm like kind of skidding across, I believe, the top of these standing stones. I hope this one's still up. Oh, actually, this one's kind of crumbled, isn't it? No, that was...
which one is up? Which one is down?
I think if it has shadow, it's up, so...
That's correct.
Yeah.
So it's like the 11, the 3, and then the 5 are the ones that are down, I believe.
Yep.
I see Godwin's remains are up here. Can I kind of scoop them up?
No, you've done your action, which is an attack action. So you've got a second attack if you wish to use it. Otherwise, there's only bonus actions to go.
Well, then I will... Can I bonus action in between an attack action? Actually,
Yes,
I don't know that. Okay, yeah. So then I'm going to activate...
Any combination of movement, attacks, and bonuses.
Okay.
Yep.
And then I'll activate another Planar Warrior.
Ooh, nice.
And I will target this Aridni.
Yep.
To my left, Aridni 1.
Your left, Aridni 1, sure.
And let's see. Cool.
And natural 1. That's why. That's your... Do you wish to continue to move? You've only moved 10 feet. If you want to move some more, you can.
I'll post up here.
No problem. All right. The guard below Aridni 1 launches a spear up at the fairy above him. And that does hit. Wow, doing 7 points of damage to the Fey. Guard 2 is incapacitated completely, rolling around and laughing, as is Guard 4. Guard 5, as ordered, starts to move across the battlefield to try and recover his ally. And Guard 6 does the same. So these two guards kind of starting to drag this man away as the Aridnis will fight. Tismei is down, but Quinn is up. And this little Aridni 1, moth-like Fey, starts to fly around and even further, circling above. And immediately fires an arrow at Quinn on top of that stone, and rolls a 1 as well. So there's that happens.
Touche.
It was
And-
you slipped.
Exactly.
That's making you miss, but then also.
She didn't
But
expect
to
that.
my eye,
Didn't expect that last minute kind of dodge as I almost fell and
Yeah,
cracked my skull
exactly.
open on the top of.
Bisbo is so impressed by this
Yeah.
like Matrix-like
Thank
dodge
you.
that you're doing. Yeah. If only I can move like him. I must do more calisthenics.
Aridney 2 is 30 feet, I think. Let's have a look at this. 20 foot cube.
Like there they all are. I was wondering where they all went. They're all hiding out to the north here.
Measuring a spot.
Nope. Don't like that at all.
No.
Yep, that looks better.
What?
Warmer.
Yeah, that looks good. All right, Aridney 2.
Not ideal.
This
Didn't
Fey
work, just-
here alights on the stone and brings its hands together.
Counterspell.
And
While it starts to do that, Esmeralda will clash her hands together and cast Counterspell.
son of a... Yeah! And
Oh,
it looks
she's joking.
frustrated.
You have it.
Looks down at her fingers as the fairy fire does not get released by the creature. And she looks really frustrated, like angry. This angry little pixie just kind of snarling at you. And then takes back up to the air again, flying 40 feet above. So Aridney 2 is 40 feet above that stone, if that makes sense. As Aridney
Heard.
3 alights at this stone and is just going to shoot Esmeralda as she cackles. Pixie bow lashes out at Esmeralda, and that will hit almost in kind of retaliation, doing 9 points of damage, partially absorbed. Your concentration on your mantle is maintained, but I will get you to do a wisdom saving throw. You'll have advantage because it is a charm.
Okay, so I'll just hit ADV and then Wiz.
I guess I can't just yell counterspell out anymore. Disappointing.
I mean, it works.
Damn, 24.
Ah.
You completely resist the fear, and the Aridney flies back this way to the north. Bispo, welcome back.
Yeah. What's happening?
Start
I was in a
shooting.
fugue
Start
state.
shooting.
Oh, what? Okay. Well, first of all, did I get a turret out before the combat started?
No, I was
Oh, no?
completely remiss for that. Oh no, you did. Yeah,
You did
it is.
pull- yeah,
but
you
it
pulled a
was
turret out.
it was a handheld turret that I had.
Oh, okay. So it's like on my shoulder or whatever.
Yeah.
Cool. I will run up. Then, so who killed Godwin?
That's a great question.
That imp that died.
I
that's
killed
fallen
it. I killed
down.
it right afterwards.
Which one?
There's an
The
imp
imp
that's already
that's
dead.
just died. Yeah.
Oh, whatever. You're all brothers and sisters. I run forward doing my war chant. It just says, ah! I will kind of huddle behind this
Yep.
stone. So the shadows are kind of weird because I should be able to see them. I'll just move here, then I'll move back. Okay. That's interesting. Wait. So I have my turret out. 10 feet. It's radius. I think they'd only get 2. There's only 3 out that I can see, right?
There are. Yeah.
Okay. I don't think those are within 10 feet of each other. And their dex is probably good. So I'm just going to attack. I will attack the one that I'm already targeting. Why not? It's number 1. Just out in the open, right?
It is 55 feet away, flying 10 feet above the ground.
Okay, and I believe, okay, so that would mean it's like 65 feet from
Yeah,
me?
okay. Yep. Let's call it that.
And then Frostbolt is a ray of frost. 60 feet. Okay, that's not good.
Now you have noticed that these things are flying fast. They've actually got 60 feet movement, so they're zipping around the battlefield.
Just looking at my options here. Awesome. Are those 2 within 10 feet of each other? I can't, like I said, I'm on a much smaller screen, so.
They are
3
10 feet,
and
they are 10 feet
2?
exactly from each other.
Those
Yep.
2 are. Okay.
Yep. At the north. Yep.
Okay. Sorry, I'm getting my bearings.
Did she just send a fax? Good for her.
Yeah, there was a fax in there. Yeah, why not?
Was it a sternly worded letter to somebody sent by fax?
For 100%. Very much. There's so much story. Yeah, exactly. In lieu of Godwin. My lawyer's been contacted for these Adrianis.
Yeah.
I'm just going to attack number 2 because it's close by. So let's just do that first. Okay, easier.
Right, hang on. Let me target it for you. Done.
Okay.
Oh, no, not done. I talked too soon. Now done.
Okay.
Yes?
Okay. Let's start with just my ray of... get my little magical shotgun out. Okay.
Ray of Frost fires out across the
It's-
across the battlefield.
I need another D8.
Why for you need another D8?
Because I get an extra D8 on my attack rolls. Should I just roll a D8?
Yeah. Sorry, which button should this have been?
Oh. Let's see. Again, I'm on a totally different computer. This is
Arcane
she's moving so
Firearms,
slowly.
yeah? Alright,
Yeah.
I've activated that. No worries.
Okay.
That's an extra 1 point of damage to the creature. Done.
all right. Well, whatever. I hit it for 6 cold damage, and apply my speed reduction.
Yep.
A little bit of that, and then I'll just attack with my turret.
Go for it. Take the shot.
Okay. Scroll up. Away. There we go. Ay.
Oh, that will miss.
No.
Flying wide.
Okay. And then
Any
I will
momentum?
get back behind this little thing. Okay.
Lieutenant Mus, for the first time registering what was going on around him as you have rushed to their assistance, looks up at Quinn, who's standing on top of the stone pillar. He looks across to Bisbo with the machinery up on his shoulders. The lieutenant has never seen you like this before, but has probably had reports from the sergeant of the armory that you brought to bear in the town square 5 days earlier. He looks directly at you, Quinn, and says, "Hound! Bring them down! You must topple the stones! They will keep coming! Bring them down!" And he rushes towards Sergeant Funkstead, and they both start to grasp these cables to try and topple the stone next to you, next to him, the one that you just leapt off. Tismei, what do you do?
Well, I'm not dealing with that. I guess I'll wait for what we're gonna do about the stones.
You're currently prone. You were knocked on your feet by the imp.
Right. I would like to stand first.
Mm-hmm.
Using half my movement.
Of course, you're
And-
disguised as a small gnome right now, aren't you?
Oh, I'm still a gnome. Yeah, that's a very good point. Well, just a random gnome. No one needs to know. I totally forgot this guy's self was still up.
Hang on,
yeah.
sorry, I'll do that for you. So just so you remember, bam, little gnome on battleground.
Solid. Okay. So, tiny gnome Tismei, will look at, I guess, the one that was trying to cast. I assume that she would see the one that tried to cast things before it was counterspelled.
Yep. So that's Aridni 2, who's currently 40 feet above that stone.
That's totally fine. She'll point up to it with one hand, and she will cast a glittering, shiny guiding bolt at it.
Nice.
Slight problem. I would like to upcast it. I currently only have the option to for damage, at least. I don't know if it'll hit. We'll have to figure that out. But I only have damage level 1 if I wanted to upcast
Give
that.
me a moment. I can do that. Guiding bolt.
But
Okay.
I guess we'll see if it even hits first.
So that would be a 5d6 radiant, yeah?
Level 3.
Oh, so 6d6 radiant.
Yeah, I don't
Holy
have any
crap.
second level spell slots left, so it would be a
Oh, so
third.
let me-
But I will see if it hits. I can do that really quick.
Yeah,
Okay.
it does. Okay,
God,
give
that's
me 1
horrifying
second.
with those when you go like up a couple spell slots.
Yeah, I realized I was like, oh, I don't have any spell slots left, so I guess it's gonna be 3rd level. Okay.
So you should have now 3 blood drops next to your guiding
I
bolt
do.
on Fantasy Grounds. So it's the one on the far right will do all the explosive nastiness on the poor defenseless fairy. Go.
Yes. So pointed it with the finger that's still missing a nail.
Oh, God.
And the shining
And
light. Well, where is it?
Ooh, good
26
roll.
points of damage to the creature as this radiant explosion of twilight just descends across the battlefield. Everyone is taken aback by this bright light. And you see that the gloomy skinned Aridni really recoil from it in complete horror as this creature is just illuminated. So do you add the extra ability on Guiding Bolt that provides advantage on the next attack roll?
Oh,
Yeah?
I completely forgot that existed.
Yep.
Yeah,
So
that's
it
important.
starts to glow above the fight. Would you like to move at all?
I'll move. Let's see. Where's everyone? She'll move 10 feet, kind of in the center.
Okay.
And quick question about the positioning of Aridni 3. Is that one also like 20,
Not as
30,
high
40
up,
feet?
10 feet up. So it's the one at the stone is 40 feet in the air. The other 2 are only 10 feet above the ground.
Okay, so my spiritual weapon is currently 10 or 15. Well, the stone is in the way, so would it make it up to it?
It's a
With 20 feet
spiritual
above?
weapon. It just goes straight through
Okay.
the stone and then up. That's no problem at all. Yep, you can attack that one
Yes.
with your spiritual weapon as the whip whirls its way through the air towards it.
Yes, slithers its way up there and then lashes out. We'll see what wise.
You had previously illuminated that other one with another guiding bolt, and this is the next. This is the second guiding bolt you've thrown out in this fight. So, yep, no problem. That hits.
I forgot. Okay. And then damage.
Doing 11 points of damage to you.
Ooh, that's a good roll.
God, I love that.
Okay, and
that's
Fantasy
all
Grounds
good
keeps
rolls.
up
Look
with
at all
that
these
stuff.
6s.
Yeah. Tismei just kind of stands in the center looking around, just kind of keeping track. Seeing what Quinn does about the people trying to pull down the stone.
All right, that's a hell of a
What's your
round.
turn?
Do you add temp hit points from your Twilight Sanctuary on yourself as well?
Yes, absolutely.
A one woman absolute destroying machine. That is frightening. Esmeralda, I hope you've ticked off your 3rd level spell swap for thwarting my awesome spell, and it's your turn.
I did, but I still got sorcerer points, so you watch out there. Esmeralda is going to move up 15, and on the originally 1, she is going to charge a firebolt against the mantle and fire away.
Nice. At Aridni 1. Hang on, sorry.
I think I'm already targeting them.
Yep. Looks as though you are.
Let's go.
Boom. 17. So what do you have to do for the mantle? I keep forgetting the spell. Sorry, it's a brand new one.
The roll, so I'll have to roll the damage, then roll 2 more d8. So it's 4 d8s.
Ah, that's right. So you just effectively do it twice. Don't you? Just fire off the firebolt twice. You hit the button twice and it'll do 48.
1.
Bam. As that mantle draws around you, doing 9 and another 7 points of damage. Wreath of fire going up. Bonus action?
That is all I'm going to do for now.
Okay. Would you like to move at all? Or are you happy there?
Be there.
Okay. Done. The Sergeant von Funkstad puts his back into it, and with Mussa's assistance, makes an athletics check to see if I can topple that stone. And yeah, no problem. This stone here, right by Lieutenant Muss, starts to crumble towards him and just collapses, shattering onto the ground with a large explosion of dust. Quinn.
As I hear that behind me kind of just crumble, I'll turn and to yell, "No, Sergeant, Lieutenant, no, leave. We need the stones. Leave them for now. I'll explain in a moment. And then I'll continue my pursuit across the stones here. So I'll go from this one to this one. Is this one up? Actually, no, that was destroyed, I think, actually.
Yes, the one in front of you is destroyed.
Yeah.
Sorry about the shadow.
No,
Yeah.
you're fine.
The one you're on is fine. The one the Aridni is over is up. And the one near Bisbo is up. The one near the 3 soldiers to the north of the 3 soldiers is also up.
Yeah,
So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 remaining.
Is the kind of like where I'm at though. Is the distance correct? I'm targeting Aridni 1. Is it actually 35 feet?
Yep.
Can you target 3 for me then? That's within 20. Beautiful. That's the one I want then. So Planar Warrior's activated. Throwing weapons activated. I
Throwing
want
weapons
to.
on.
I want to Hunter's Mark this one.
Nice.
So I'll take off a spell slot. I will. Let's see. The first one is self, and the second one is the creature.
You got it.
I'll roll to hit.
Look at you, Fantasy Grounds professional after
You
13
know.
weeks.
I actually still don't know how to target a creature, but I do know how to read some of the things to get. Yeah. Anyway. Okay, so that's
That'll hit.
right? Yeah.
Do
so
all the damage.
Roll them all.
Bam, 25 points of magic force damage as another dagger comes from your hand.
And do I have to? I don't have to turn it on again, do I?
It does look like Hunter's Mark needs to be returned on. I'll have to have a look at that after the session. And of course, Planar Warrior is gone, and you don't have the bonus action to reapply.
Do I need to do both targets for Hunter's Mark again?
Yes, you
Both
do.
clicks?
Please.
And then let's roll to hit again. Oof.
Man, see it's the 1-2.
Well, it's
Queen,
1,
isn't
2,
it?
yeah.
Crazy.
It's the dagger's going, but it's not coming back as cleanly as I need it to.
Yeah.
That's a user issue, not a design issue.
Yeah, that's it. That's my turn.
All right, the guards. He watches these guards. The first guard looks towards Sergeant von Funkstad, and the sergeant yells up at Quinn and says, "Ignore him! Bring them down!" And the guard steps gingerly towards underneath Quinn, and you see him pick up the chain affixed to the stone that you're standing on. He looks up and says, "Hound, get down. I've got to bring it down." Guard 2 is being escorted from the field by Guard 6. He is still cackling hysterically as he's dragged away, as this guard moves up towards Esmeralda. He looks down at his cackling friend, looks up questioningly at you. It's probably the first time he's seen an Eladrin. And to be fair, you've got this radiant mantle of roses and growth, and you've been firing fire out of your arms. And he kind of looks up almost mesmerized. He says, "Who are you? Where did you come from? What are you?"
Now's not the time. Esmeralda's still focused on the Aridni.
Right. Can you help him? As you watch the guard just rolling around, unable to stop laughing. You see the look of fear in his eyes as this charm has taken hold of him entirely.
Esmeralda's going to rack her brain and looking at the Aridni and then to the soldier will just I don't think I'm able to, at least right now. But give me time. It may stop if they die.
Kill him for me. Help him. Help him.
What do you think I'm trying to do?
Tismei, you stand in the middle firing the guiding bolt up ahead, and you look around and you see this pattern of an oak tree flash silver at your feet because you're literally in the center of the circle as 3 forest imps materialize next to you.
Ooh.
Eurydice, to the north, flies across towards Quinn and is going to try and use its pixie bow against Quinn, rolls a natural 1, ducks back slightly. Eurydice 2 was thwarted with its fairy fire. And with frustration will fire at Esmeralda. Pixie bow lashes out. The arrow goes wide, missing Esmeralda and hitting the stone. As Eurydice 3 hovers in front of Quinn. You watch it flutter its eyelids a little bit. And in your mind, you hear a strange voice, very high-pitched. Come on now. Let's be friends. Come on. You don't want to hurt us. You make a wisdom saving throw, please, Quinn.
With advantage?
With advantage.
Are these saves? They are?
Oh, just. You needed 15. All right, then. How are you? Be that way. It just kind of flies over away from the ridge. Bisbo.
Was I able to do any type of Arcana checks before this involving the portal and closing, opening them? Do I have any background information about this?
There was a lot of discussion and a lot of checking of this when you first appeared on the scene, and very much this is about once these stones go down, the opening to the Fey Road is destroyed. But having said that, it is on a powerful ley line, and so the ability to reopen a portal is actually not out of the question. So it's not like a permanently sealing this space. Mm-hmm. But it would definitely close the ability to jump in and out of the Feywild from this point.
Can you close it from the other side? Is there a way, or a ritual, or a spell, or something?
What's your Arcana?
Well, whatever. It's one of my. I'm proficient, so it's like plus
17.
My passive Arcana.
Yeah. Passive Arcana is 17. You'd be aware that it's closable through a spell, but you don't have the capacity to cast that spell. You don't have it.
I'm gonna yell to Esmeralda. Esmeralda!
What?
Just over the tin. I have like a little speaking tube thing, like a little. I just pull up a little cone. So this one, like Tismei and this one are just getting the full brunt. How can you close it from the other side?
I was gonna stop and think, and is there ever a way to close the Fey roads?
Temporarily close it. You're the one who opened it, right?
The road was already open. It's a road.
But roads can have obstacles.
Esmeralda is going to think, and was there ever a way were they able to close off the roads to stop movement between the Fey roads?
Is this like a Stargate thing? I say.
There is a circle on the ground that has been magically created, but it's ancient. So it's like a glyph that's been effectively cast onto the surface where you disappeared from the Feywilds to come through here. Potentially that could be destroyed. Of course, you're not sure what else is on the other side if these creatures are coming through pretty quickly.
Did you see the silver oak insignia flare up when these forest imps arrived?
Yep. You're literally facing that direction, so that's cool.
Yep. Esmeralda's going to rack her brain. Is that sigil recognizable? Is that of a house or a court?
Gosh, that is a good question. Hang on a minute. Let me quickly get this.
And I mean, like, not the movie, like SG-1.
What?
The old myth of the Stargates, the TV show.
Nope.
Okay.
Just keep trying. Bispo, shut it back there.
Bispo,
Not Atlantis. Not Atlantis.
Behind the stone, just like.
I think one of the Fae hit him with the babbling spell. Nothing made sense.
We come from different worlds.
There is the Oak King. The Oak King is an enormous treant. His court is a clearing of oaks mixed with shelters that are made of brambles. He has control over satyrs. He has control over talking animals and birds and other fey creatures. He is a member of the Summer Court. The she. Oh, he's not a she, he's a treant, but he gives fealty to the Summer King.
Right, that's it right at all. Esmeralda's going to look at the Bizzo, and if someone crosses to the other side and destroys it, they got no way back.
Well, I'm sure this is happening as I'm like doing stuff. Those fairies, those imps, are they adjacent? They're kind of like off center there. Are they adjacent to Tismei?
Sure.
Okay. So I will actually run around, kind of like this, and like avoiding this one, and then ending up here, going through my ally, and then I will.
How did he get away from Forest Imp 2?
I thought I counted it out. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Yeah, right?
Yeah, but I'm talking about the attack of opportunity from Forest.
Oh, I thought I could get around 2 when I counted it out. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Yeah. I was like up
to...
I was like up on the space of the stone or something, or...
Yep.
Okay, so like 5, 10, 15... Oh, I guess not. Yeah, 25. Okay, so I'd have to get... I'll take the op of that one.
You'll take the attack of opportunity? Sure. Yeah. All right. So Forest Imp 2 is going to attack you. Swinging out with this long polearm like axe.
Oh shit! Really? They're just little wimpy imps. They have.
Well,
they've got axes.
These long. They're like hooks. They're picking people up.
I'm too short. Yes. I go to the middle of them and I will yell out as a bonus action. You're such elegant flyers. We have no chance against you. You are the most beautiful insects I've ever seen. Just, I give up. Do not hurt me anymore. I will use my my special ability. My plea for mercy. Yep.
Yeah.
As he's like probably like turning some device that's about to explode.
Yeah, exactly.
in front of him.
Yeah, I'm like, making like a bomb as I'm saying this. So that would mean each imp and Adrani too. Everybody has advantage against them for their turns.
Really? Wow.
Yes.
Okay,
There's no
so
save. There's
no save. That's just what I do. I'm a kobold. Sure.
I will click it. I believe it says
Yep,
as a
I've
bonus action.
targeted all of them,
10
so I've targeted all of them. So just click it.
I will click it. Yep.
Plead for
That's
mercy.
only until
Done.
your next turn, though, right?
Yes, it's just for one turn, but it's just a bonus action. I don't use it much because I can use my turn instead, but I feel like giving 4 things advantage with all of my allies is probably stronger.
Kind of handy. Yeah.
I'm next to all these guys, so it's actually hard for me to do anything with my action. Let's see. Man. Oh, I know what I'll do. Wait, Tismei's next to me. Shit. Looking at my spells.
Well, Tismei, I've really done it this time.
Sure, it's okay. It's okay. It's okay.
I'll be fine. It's okay.
It's fine. I don't like being in the middle of everybody, so I'm actually going to then use a 2nd level spell.
Ooh.
I don't know if I've ever even used. It's funny because this is like an upgraded version of a spell of an invention I already have, but I don't think I've ever used it. But yeah, as I'm doing, you see me like adjusting as I'm yelling, and I click, like I pull a little string, and it's kind of a clockwork hippo, like just climbs out of my backpack onto my shoulder, opens its mouth up, and literally sucks the light from around me. Into like there's a little miniature black hole. It sucks all the light out, and I turn invisible.
All right. Okay.
Yeah.
Sure.
So I'll click myself. My other hippo, the less nice version, just absorbs elemental damage. But yeah, you haven't seen it yet.
Your other hippo.
The same hippo. This is just like he's been upgraded now, but you guys never saw his weaker version. So
This is the
yeah.
first time we've seen a hippo. That is
Yeah.
Yeah.
for sure.
So, first time
All
we've
right.
seen the hippo.
You are invisible. You've groveled to all the imps, and you watch as the imps kind of slump their shoulders and go, "Oh, so cute." They kind of look at the kobold, second guessing why they're attacking you in the first place, I guess.
I still turned invisible, anyways.
As the kobold disappears. Lieutenant Mast looks sternly up towards Quinn. We must bring them down. This has been going for days. Help us. And he moves towards the other guard and grabs the other chain and starts to pull the stone down. Tismei. You're surrounded.
Right. Surrounded. Great. I should probably deal with the stuff in front of me. So first thing, I will call my spiritual weapon back towards me. To get right up behind the imp number 1.
Done.
And just wrap around its throat and attack it, hopefully.
Go for it. Take the shot.
It's a whip, right?
Yeah, it's a thorny whip with a
is.
rose.
With advantage, you've dropped the 6 and it does hit.
Yay!
Just exact. Yeah. Well done.
Yay
It
for the
whips
advantage.
around this imp's throat.
Okay, damage. Ooh.
Doing 10 points of damage, and the imp's kind of like just kind of falls to the ground, seemingly lifeless.
Ugh, I don't like the sound of seemingly. Oh no.
No, it's gone.
And okay, so that was bonus action. Action. I'm low on spell slots, so all of these are bad ideas. I will just cantrip. Toll the dead. Tismei will point out towards the one in range with Bisbo. Forest imp number 3.
Done.
Turn behind her on the other side, and I don't
Roll
actually
the
know what this
saving
spell
throw.
looks like yet, but yes.
Even though it has advantage and resists spells, you focus your energy, and the imp, half distracted with pity on the now invisible kobold, just puts its hands to its tiny head and just starts to
Wonderful.
scream, do the psychic damage to the poor
Okay.
little bugger.
That one is not taking damage. So
Has
D8.
not. So 9 points of damage. It just kind of
Yeah, I'll
yells
take it.
and screams badly. So it rings again. Do you wish to move, or are you happy to stand there?
Stay there. Just keeping an eye on the battlefield.
No problem. All right, over to you, Esmeralda. What would you like to do?
Esmeralda's going to move up another 5 feet, and charging her firebolt with her mantle, she will attack the Ridney number 3 again. She's looking to finish this thing off.
Oh, yeah, cool. Okay, take the shot.
Got it. Come on.
That hits with a 15.
So the first round,
Double down. Oh, my God, this is going to hurt. Yeah.
and then
Do it.
one more.
Come on.
Let's go.
Still
Darling.
alive.
Oh my god.
Ah,
They're tough
Damn
things. Crazy, though. 23 points of damage with a firebolt. That is nuts. Any bonus actions from you?
Yeah, you know what?
There they
Screw
go.
this thing.
There they go.
I am burning 2 sorcery points to cast a first level chaos bolt at it.
Nice. Okay.
Come on.
Come on, come on, come on, come on.
That will also hit.
Come on.
So let me roll a d8 to see what kind of damage this is.
That's right.
Okay.
So that's a
so
1,
that's
which turns it into acid damage. Ooh, ow.
Oh,
right. Let's go.
Doing 19 points of acid damage at the Erinny. It screams as the acid starts to cover its wings. It is still alive.
what?
wow.
So that's what, 43 points of damage to a wounded creature in one turn. Still
Oh my
standing.
god.
Is it?
All right, well that's when she has to end her turn. But goddamn.
Oh boy.
It's just naturally still alive. Like there's no signs of anything else keeping it.
Doesn't seem to have any resistances to the damage. It's just these things are tough. Top of the round. Sergeant von Funkstad joins in to pull this stone to the ground.
They just gonna do it
And
one
it
time.
topples. Yep, it topples and crashes. Can I get you to make a dexterity saving throw, please, Quinn?
Did I not get a turn in between all of that?
You go next.
Oh fuck. Okay. Yeah, dex save.
Yep. You fall. Oh, 10. No, that's about a 10-foot drop. Yeah, that's cool. I'm good. It's not pretty. The stone shatters on the ground as you kind of surf it down to the ground. You land at the bottom, and pieces of Godwin fly everywhere as the stone shatters on the ground. The sergeant stares towards you. Help or move. Quinn.
It's kind of. I guess I'm just kind of stand up, you know, and like get my shit together, like kick the stones off me or whatever. And I guess uncharacteristically, kind of like look back, and I am helping. We need these stones to stop them from coming back from other places. We have someone who can help, and I'll just kind of point in the direction of all the magic and firebolts and stuff that was kind of going off. Help us take care of the big ones, and I'm just gonna run forward here. So 5, 10.
Oh, do you want to give us a quick persuasion roll?
Sure. Oh, yeah, that's right. I forgot how good I am. Okay.
All right.
Whatever.
That's okay. Not a bad roll.
Could have been worse. Yeah, I was moving Godwin. Sorry, Godwin. 5, 10, 15, 20. Oh wait, no, that's not right. 5, 10, right? Each square is
5 feet.
Yeah, so I want to target the one that Esmeralda just shot.
Which is one you have your hunter's mark on.
Yes. Do I really need to activate Planner's Warrior on this thing? It looks pretty beat up, right, at this point? Like, it's got to be on death's
It's
door.
bleeding heavily. You see that its wings have got acid scorching, and they're starting to melt. You see that it's got huge amounts of fire damage, blistering skin, burnt hair. It looks in a very bad way.
Okay. I'll attack it then with Hunter's Mark. I'll put that on there real quick.
Thank you.
And I will roll to attack.
Missing.
I'll attack again. This time... Is it bonus action to move my Hunter's Mark?
The Hunter's Mark's still on it.
On creature death.
And on creature death, it's a bonus action to move Hunter's Mark.
Alright, I'll leave
Shouldn't
it
2 be advantage though?
Not this one way back here, I don't... This is 3 I'm attacking.
Oh, I thought you were attacking 2.
No, I'm attacking the one further back that's supposed to be dead, that hopefully dies soon. Oh, even
No,
worse.
both miss.
Dreadful.
Any more movement? I am helping, he says as he throws 2 daggers wide.
Yeah, I know. I'm going to use my bonus action then to activate Planar Warrior.
Okay, cool. Alright, the guard's turn. The guard moves towards this stone. These guards retreat away from Esmeralda as he drags his companion down the hill. The other guards from further below have now kind of effectively fled the field. They're guard 6 and guard 2 are moving their way back to the camp.
Cowards.
It's the forest imp's turn. And this creature is going to attack Tismei with its hooked blade. Let's go, Fantasy Grounds, thank you. And that is a 23 to
Oh,
hit.
yeah. Definitely.
Doing 6 points of damage, of which it's absorbed still because of your Twilight Sanctuary, but you do need to make that dex save.
Dex save.
See if you're knocked prone. And yes, you are. You're knocked off your feet. Forest Imp 3 immediately raises up its glaive down at you. And it's going to attack Tismei once more. With advantage because of the prone.
Prone, yeah.
And 12 still misses. You roll out of the way at the last second. Aridni 1 shoots Quinn.
Counterspell.
Oh, natural 20.
Oh, no.
Oh no.
So doing 9 points of damage to Quinn, and your hunter's mark disappears from your mind. The concentration is broken. I'll get you to make a wisdom saving throw with advantage, please. And you fail to resist the spell. You watch as the arrow sticks in, and for a moment there you look down at your body. It hurts. You stop thinking about attacking the creature, and then you start laughing. Oh, this is funny. This is really funny. And the others watch as Quinn starts rolling around on the floor, cackling with hideous laughter. You are now incapacitated and prone. I'm so sorry, Jared. Why is it you every week? I don't know how this happens, but it happens.
Oh, I don't know how this happens.
Woe is you, James. Woe is you.
I know. Aridni is going to fire. Aridni 2 fires an arrow at Bisbo.
He's invisible.
Disadvantage,
Bisbo's
baby.
invisible. Aridni 2 is going to fire an arrow at Esmeralda.
You can hit. You can fire at me. It's disadvantage.
That's a dirty 20, not a natural 20. So you take a grand total of 9 points of damage, of which it's absorbed, but you maintain your concentration on your mantle. I will get you to make a wisdom saving throw with advantage, please.
Good luck. Nice.
No, well, it's 21, easy. You shrug off the confusion. Aridney 3 runs. She moves 120 feet off the map with her wings starting to dissolve as she's flattering into the distance. So if you can hit anything from plus 120 feet off the map, then you can. But this Aridney is doing a run effectively off the map. So over to you, Bisbo. What do you want to do?
Oh, you hear just at like a disembodied voice, just being like, "I set everyone up. No one took advantage of it." I run over here with my action. It's an action to pick up Goblin.
Yep.
Okay, action. Slip him into my papoose.
Yes.
Run over next to the sergeant and of these people. I'll just say right here. I want to target number 1 that made Quinn laugh.
Yep.
Please and thank you. I'm going to attack it with my cannon with advantage, assuming it can't see invisible things.
Yes, that's correct.
So I'll give myself advantage, right?
Yep.
And then let me use my cannon to attack it. Come on, 20.
Boom. Close to 19.
28 is pretty good. Now, which one's damage? There we go.
Doing 17 points of damage to the Aridney, and of course, you become visible once more.
Yes. Did it kill it?
No.
Okay, but anyways, so as I kind of go around, you hear it mumbling. A big, force explosion from my shoulder, and I turn visible, and I'm looking at the lieutenant and the sergeant, and I say, just like totally fed up with everything again. Stop being so short-sighted. This problem is much bigger than this town. The attacks has been happening all over the kingdom. We need to get to the other side to stop it. So stop being idiots and help us kill them so we can stop this attack.
All right. Persuasion with
As there's
disadvantage.
a smoking turret.
Persuasion with
what?
disadvantage.
That can't be good.
No.
For
It's my
insulting
best
the
skill.
leadership.
It's my best skill.
Boom.
Oh!
Lieutenant Erikia Mus, Lieutenant of the Army of the Kingdom, looks down towards you. What is this insubordination? You are a member of the army. You will follow my order. I've heard what you have on your back. Bring it to bear. Destroy these stones now. Tismei.
Well, all
Not
of that
going
is
good.
also above Tismei's pay grade.
Not going good for Team Army.
No. Why can I? Oh, I can't. Oopsies. Nope, I won't touch that. Same as last time, I guess. The imp in front of me, imp number 2, I don't think has been touched much, so she will move the spirit weapon around to attack that one.
Okay. Standing up,
The
of
vine
course,
will
because you were not
slither
prone
over.
again. Yep.
Oh yeah, sorry. Stand up first. Completely forgot. Just one more time. Just like getting tired of this. Okay, and the spirit weapon will come around and lash
It's kind of
out.
cool. Like these imps, it's kind of as you turn one way, you get tripped up. As you stand up, tripped up from the other side.
Yep.
The things are flying back and forth around you. It's cool.
I'm just trying to keep track of all of it. Getting super dizzy. It's super fun. I shouldn't still be at advantage, though, should I?
No.
I thought that was only one round.
Why do you have advantage? Oh yeah, that should be gone.
I think you
Sorry,
rolled 8 twice, or not? No, you rolled. Oh no, 8 and 11.
Let me get rid of that. Hang on. Done.
And the Aridni, 2.
Okay, reroll.
There's the
Oh,
no,
the guiding
no one's
bolt
hit
is still on
Aridni 2 with a guiding bolt since it's been cast on it. So
Yeah, guiding Aridni 2 is still glowing, I think.
yep.
Mm-hmm.
Should I reroll it?
Yes, please.
Okay. Spirit weapon. There we go. Oh no.
With advantage. Don't know why. Doesn't matter. That hits.
Okay. And do some damage as the. Good rolls today.
That's enough. Yep, you are max damaging these things at the moment. That's crazy. All right. It is no more.
Awesome. And then I'll spin around again to the one that knocked me down last time, and once again the bells will ring in its ears, hopefully, as I try to cast Toll the Dead, and we'll see what happens. I think it gets advantage, but it's too late. I'm gonna do it anyways.
Yeah, it does, but still fails. So 8 and a 10
Yay!
turns it into 11, fails. So now you do your D12's damage on
D12,
this
okay.
poor little imp. God.
Haha.
As the poor little thing's
Good
head
roll.
explodes.
Instant death. It explodes. Just viscera everywhere.
Head explodes from the psychic pain.
Yeah,
Love it.
Tismei's just like whirling around, falling down, getting up, spiritual weapon, bells all over the place. Just a whirling
Awesome.
dervish of spells.
This was like such a beautiful dancer as he sees you doing that.
Bardcore version of Chucklebubb as I get knocked down, playing in the background.
And she will move up. 1. Oh, brother.
That one is still flying. Way
Yeah.
above.
I can't reach that at the moment. So it's 5, 10. How much closer can I get? 15. We'll move here
Okay.
and wait.
Esmeralda, your turn.
Esmeralda's eyes are going to move from the one that ran away to the one that is closest to her, the Adrini number 2. Charge that fire bolt up on her mantle and fire away.
Leave up targeted. Hang on, I'm getting a little lag today. Yep, that works. A 13.
I thought that one was supposed to be an advantage. Is this the close one?
Yeah, is
that number
is it
2?
advantage?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
hadn't targeted it by the time she rolled. So let's go again. Let's roll attack
Okay.
again.
I thought I had a target. I apologize.
Boom. Hits.
There we go. So, first round of damage.
Oh,
Ooh.
Fuck yes.
shit. 2
20
10.
Yeah.
Bam.
And
Second.
let's roll again.
2 ones.
30 points of damage with a
Still
fireball.
really good. Wow.
Holy
What?
shit.
What's going on with? I think I missed something. What's happening with the mantle, or what's happening with this?
It's my newest spell. It's called Mantle of Roses, and I can either choose to add 2 to my defense or charge up an elemental spell for an extra 2d8 of damage.
Oh wow.
And it's fucking nasty.
You should take that,
It is.
take that spell next time you get a third level slot. You could both have mantles.
But that ends Esmeralda's turn.
That's it? Is that all? That's all you got? 30 points of fire damage?
Sir,
Sergeant von Funkstad moves back to this guard and is going to heft that stone down as well.
Can't stop this guy.
$16 will do it. Yep, that's toppled that one as well. Done. Quinn,
So there's only one left.
2, I think.
the one underneath the Aridni and the one near the retreating guards.
Okay. As a one-man fucking machine. I guess I need to make a save, don't I, to break Tasha's laughter?
The end of each turn, isn't it?
But I'm incapacitated, so I can't do anything besides try and break the...
I believe so. Just let me quickly check that. At the end of each of your turns, you make a wisdom saving throw. So yes, you find yourself rolling around, cackling in laughter. Make a whiz save for me.
Is it advantage still? Or no at this point?
Yes. Yep.
Oh, I forgot.
No problem. You shrug it off, but that is your turn. No longer incapacitated, no longer prone.
temp HP you were throwing out. I don't know if anyone else has noticed, but I don't know that she's rolled under a 5 on temp HP since, like, plus her modifier. So it's been nothing but like double-digit temp HP going out to everyone.
That's why I haven't been giving it to anyone, because most of the people have been maxed the whole time. But I think.
And here's the thing: it saved lives.
She's got a spreadsheet in the back of just all of.
Yeah, I have a little sticky note.
All right, it's the Aridne's turn, and it summons its hands forth again with shimmering energy and is going to cast Fairy Fire on Lieutenant Bisbo and Tismei. Waiting, nothing.
Counter
I'm all out of third level spell slots.
Third level slots.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm all out.
The lieutenant doesn't dodge out of the way. Bisbo, Tismei, can I get to make dex saves, please? Damn, you both, no problem. Just kind of roll back behind the rubble of these rocks, dodge out of the way, not an effect whatsoever. Aridne 2. Gonna do? God, this guy's struggling, and no one's getting hurt. Very annoying. It's gonna shoot at Tismei, I think. It's gonna fly further away from that horrible, evil she that's burning up. It's going to fire a pixie bow at Tismei, hitting, doing 8 points of damage, and I'll get you to make a whiz save. But again, this is where it falls down because you're a cleric and can't affect anyone with
unless I
charms.
roll horribly.
No problem. And that is the Aridne's turn as the last one literally flies out of sight. So over, and he's gone. Bisbo.
I'm a little bit cowed by Moose, but...
Yep. He's now glowing with fairy glitter, by the way. He's just been
got a little
yeah, so I was cowed, but now that I look and he's like glittered, he's bejeweled, I kind of go, yeah, we'll deal with this later. By the way, I'm not in the army, dummy. I turn back.
Oh, Jesus. God.
So I'm so
Burn
annoyed.
all the bridges.
I'm so annoyed. Wait, which one was Lieutenant Moose the... Oh, no, Funstruck is the jerk, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so I don't say that. I would just turn to him and be like, I'm not actually in your command. And then I turn back and I'll attack Adran 1.
I choose not to be in the army anymore, even though
I didn't call him a dummy.
Not being there now.
I already did my reveal, okay? I'm not Doofy, I'm Bisbo.
To the tavern of the Golden Knight, you did the reveal.
Yeah, I'm just going to attack number 1.
Again. Let me target hit. Go. Oh, that hits. As the cannon erupts above Quinn's head, doing 6 points of damage. And it succeeds on its concentration on the fairy fire.
Okay, and then I'll just attack a cantrip. And, okay. Okay.
That will miss.
I guess I'll kind of go back to hide about it. Wait.
Hide by the side.
Over here.
That is one of 2 that is left up.
Yeah.
Mus walks across into the center of the circle, and he glares at you, Bisbo. I know you, Doofy. You are under our command. Escaping the army is not as easy as you may wish.
Are you that blind? Doofy was a red kobold, and like 2 inches shorter than me, and was missing an eye. I look completely different from him, man.
Lies. He looks towards the soldier as he grabs the chain and starts to pull at this. Arrest that creature. To the guard next to him. He puts his back into it and topples the stone. Tismei.
Brother.
The last remaining standing stone on this plateau is right next to Bisbo and Esmeralda.
Okay, so the one who has been the most adamant about toppling the stones and the rude one, I guess, is, let's see.
Lieutenant Muss is the guy that's in command. Yep. Sergeant von Funkstad is the bald-headed sergeant that seems to be ordering people around and has particular derision towards Quinn. He's the guy with the sword at about 6:30 on the clock.
Okay. Then Tismei's going to move in closer, like next to Bisbo, to kind of like block the stone, kind of.
Yeah.
Oh, this is a terrible idea. Okay. And looking at, I guess, Moose seems to be the one who's the most adamant about this. She will reach out a hand towards him and just make a fist and grab and try to cast Hold Person on him.
Yes, bitch!
Ooh, okay, roll.
And we'll
I
see
love
what
it.
happens. So I'll just press the button and hope for the best.
You
I
got
press
it.
it?
Come on,
Uh-oh.
you got it.
Okay, it's just being slow.
Oh, natural one on his saving throw.
Oh,
you watch as his anger grows up as he's pointed towards Bisbo, and you see that he is completely immobile. He's just pointing. The last kind of angry words still on his breath as he points towards the kobold. Arrest that. Are there buttons towards that you need to press on?
Yeah, there were buttons. I didn't think that was gonna work. Okay.
So he is paralyzed. You're now
one-
concentrating on that.
2, there's 3 buttons. Oh wait, no.
Yeah, that's okay. Just do the first two. That's fine.
Cool.
That's done. Yeah.
So that happened. Okay, so she'll just
Yeah.
kind of concentrate.
You didn't have any other concentration spells going, did you?
No.
Okay. Wow.
Okay. So she'll do that and just yell out to Quinn, I guess, and just be like, "Is there a plan?" She doesn't really know what she's doing. And the spiritual weapon can't really reach anyone. She doesn't want to attack him. So spiritual weapon will just move in also.
Next to him.
No. No. She's not trying to threaten him any more than she already is. But closer to her on the other side of Bisbo, I guess. Also kind of like making a wall, I guess. Not going to do anything, but pseudo blocking off the thing.
So Lieutenant Arakimas, Lieutenant of the Army of the Kingdom, is now glowing with glitter from fairy fire and pointing frozen at Bisbo. Esmeralda.
Esmeralda is focused on Adrini number 2. She's going for another charged up firebolt.
Okay.
So
That will miss.
Don't like that. Okay, well, I'm just going to move 5, 10, 50. There we go.
Okay.
That's all.
Top of the round. It's the sergeant's turn. Sergeant von Funkstad was there the day that Tismei was to be confirmed. He was the one that witnessed the transformation of the hag. And he is the one that has seen her paralyze his lieutenant.
He sees a gnome.
He sees a gnome.
Gnome.
A gnome! My God!
Gnome, yeah.
He's a fucking gnome!
I mean, I still paralyzed a member of the army, but yes.
Yeah, he's walking forward.
Yeah, seems fair.
Release him. Let him go. What kind of magics is this?
Who's captured? The lieutenant or the sergeant?
The lieutenant is paralyzed, and the sergeant is now walking up to Tismei. Let him go! As he draws his sword right up to you.
They have no.
Do you
That's
drop your
fun.
concentration, or do you take the attack?
Oh no, she'll take the attack. She'll just say in what language she speaks Dwarvish. She'll be like, "I'm sorry, I don't understand you." She's not gonna do that. That would be funny though.
No hablo common.
The longsword
Oof.
hits, striking
Yeah, that'll hit.
Tismei, doing 6 points of damage. You maintain your concentration
Ooh,
on hold
okay.
person, and it's Quinn's turn. Surrounded by the imps. Quinn, plan. You hear from Tismei. It's the gnome has run through by a sword. This went
I'm
weird.
assuming I'm getting up off the ground because Tasha's, I think,
Yep.
makes you prone, doesn't it? So I'll use
Yes, it does.
It
half my
does.
movement to give up. And I turn around thinking that, I'm fighting these two imps, and then there's just a brawl in the middle of the circle. There was a plan. Jesus Christ.
We need to get to the other side. Now.
Do we know how to do that?
Is there a portal?
Esmeralda?
Esmeralda, can you...
There's... Aren't you a portal? First of all,
I guess we could have led with that if we.
she came across already, and aren't you the portal guy? Isn't that your whole thing? Is you're the portal guy?
Finding them, but not opening them. I don't think. Do I know anything about opening them?
Yeah, you would. Yep, an Arcana roll. You'd be able to get through a portal with a successful Arcana roll if you're standing where one is. And guess what? You're standing where one is.
This is happening. This is the way, I guess, right?
Wasn't it always our plan to go to the Feywild?
We're actually going to do a couple more campaigns before we get there.
There's a satyr in a tavern that I'm very curious about now.
Well,
that was just a guy in a satyr suit. I yelled. Wait, you're right next to me.
You have to be in the middle of that portal to fire it up.
But I don't know. Can I tell the rest of them how to take a portal? Do they all know, or did see someone do it first?
You'll have to activate the portal to fire it up. Then we'll see what happens.
Yeah, I guess, yeah. That's. I mean, I have no choice. I could keep fighting these imps. Tismei's gonna get bludgeoned to death by Sergeant Funkstad. Oh, fucking shit. Okay, I can't move enough. So
I'll be fine. He's in melee with me.
I will use my ultimate weapon on them. I yell to you.
God, that's even more horrifying.
I've got a 3rd level spell slot left.
Oh my god, that's horrifying too. I'm gonna face step.
Inflict wounds would be really fun.
Oh, face step is a bonus action. I love
It's
it.
a bonus action. Can I control which face step I can use yet, or no? What do you think? Can I only use the one that I know? Probably.
I think you can only use the one that you know right
Yeah, I
now.
would think so too. Do one of these pixies look like they want to come with? It has to be willing
No.
creature. No. Okay.
No.
Grab Esmeralda on the way. Isn't
Oh,
she has to be in the side circle, right?
Yeah. But I can only send one. I can't
Yeah,
take
you
her
cannot-
with
you-
me.
Correct.
Oh, I thought it was- okay,
You
so
touch and
Even
they go.
taking an imp wasn't in the cards either, but
Okay.
I'm gonna get to the center as far as I'll face step,
So
so
you-
it's a full 30.
You face step directly into the center of the circle. Sure.
Oh no, now you're in the way.
Oh,
It's fine. No. You don't have to go. Do what you
Yeah,
do.
that's the center. Yeah.
and
You doing this?
with no real knowledge, but I guess just sort of like primal planar energy. I mean, I've been taught. I don't know how to find them and maybe manipulate them some, but I don't know if I've never done it before, as far as I know. I will just put my hands out like this, and I guess just try to reach into the energy of this ley line and activate this portal.
Cool. Make an Arcana roll. You need a 15.
Oh my god.
This is not a thing I can do.
You could do it.
I'm proficient. Can I boost myself in any way? Oh, well, that was my bonus action. It's an action to do this, I'm assuming, right?
It is. Yep.
Okay, well, then never mind.
Oh
Yeah.
Sorry, Sergeant. We're gonna
No
try
Kingdom
and
Dungeons for
stop
us.
whatever is coming. And I'll just release and I guess try to open this portal. As
At your feet,
autumn
this
eyes.
silver oak tree starts to shimmer at your ground as you extend your mind out. You watch as Quinn's eyes glow golden as he watches through the ley energies within this space. Immediately, you get a doubled vision where you see the soldiers around you. You see the scuffle between the sergeant and Tismei. You see Bisbo kind of ducking down, aiming at the Fey creatures around you. And in the same overlaid instance, almost like bad 3D glasses going wrong, you see a glade, a forested glade, a glade surrounded by oak trees, a glade surrounded by shadows, and forest imps everywhere. 7, 8, 9 of these creatures, all within the trees, all kind of jumping up and looking at the energy as they see you as the portal is opened. You can choose to step out of the circle, and when you do, you choose where you step out, the Feywild or in the mortal realm. I'll give you one more space of movement. Do you move into the Feywild?
Panic ensues as Quinn looks around. Am I holding this door open at the moment?
It is open. You're not holding it open. It's open.
Okay. I will step into the Feywild.
You'll watch as Quinn disappears in the center of the circle. The radiant blue-like energy is still wafting over the stones, and this silver tree is still etched into the ground. The guard looks up, looks at Mus, and takes a step back in disbelief as he sees the hound, the soldier, the member of the army, disappear. On the other side of the battlefield, the wounded Aridni fly. First one moving to the north, badly wounded. The second one looks down at Esmeralda. In your mind, you hear, "No, stay here. Stay here, help us. You're one of us. Help us." Can I get you to make a wisdom saving throw with advantage, please, Esmeralda?
Got it.
Come on. Nah, no worries. You resist the charm person, no
What a
problem.
monster.
Esmeralda will just snarl and, "I am not one of you, filth."
Bisbo.
Okay. The wolf pack. I look at him disappearing, I guess. Are there any dead soldiers around?
No, none of them have been killed. They've been incapacitated and have been rolling around on the ground, but they've been dragged away by their companions.
I mean, I think I kind of looked at Tismei and Esmeralda, and I'm like, are we doing this? I guess we are.
Yeah.
I kind of go. Do I have to go to the center, or where's this portal?
Yeah, have to go right in the
Okay.
center of the circle. Yep.
I go to the
And
center.
again, surrounded by this column of blue-white light, you get that same perception shift where if you look towards the shadows, you see the forest around you. It's enormous, huge trees and a strange glade as you see these forest imps standing on the trees, looking almost excitedly, waiting for you to come in also. And you see the faint shimmering form of Quinn just taking a step and walking into this space, walking into this realm. Do you follow?
Well, the first thing I do before going. Hold on, speaking.
You gotta shoot the lieutenant.
No. I spend my action. No, I spend my action as I'm going through. I go, wait to read Quinn. So I go through, but I throw a rock or like a small sphere towards the lieutenant. And I'm using my magical tinkering. So as it kind of rolls up to him, you might think it's a grenade, but then just all of a sudden, it's like a 16-bit image of Bispo, like giving a finger. And then I step through.
As that's all he can see, because he's still completely locked up, isn't he?
Yeah, he just sees Bispo like wink at him and throw something, and then he might be like, it just rolls, and then he kind of looks down with his eyes, and then it's just this like 16-bit, just the finger towards him.
Hilarious. All right, the lieutenant has to make his saving throw at the end of the turn to see if he breaks hold person. What's the DC for that, Tismei? You need to see it. Should be on the button of the dice of hold person.
16.
Okay.
Oof, nasty.
And he rolls a 20 and breaks out of the paralysis of the hold person and just glares at the gnome.
Yeah.
Kill her!
Fair.
Kill her now! Tismei, your turn.
She's gonna look back at Esmeralda and say, you coming?
I'll be right
she-
there.
Kind of noting everyone wants to kill her now. Just pivots around, if she, I guess, ideally, pivots around the sergeant, just kind of like, excuse me, and just backs into the portal, if that's...
Yeah, you can. You can move around like this.
Just
and
pivot
you're in
around.
the center and you're just like, yep, right, later.
Back into the portal.
That's it, yeah. I don't think there's anything... No, I couldn't have done anything else before I left.
Tismei disappears.
This is not how I thought this was gonna go.
Or me, Esmeralda. What do you want to do?
Esmeralda, now seeing her friends have made it through, will smile at the Arytni and, well, I guess it's a day of good fortune for you. She will disengage. Hold on, I'm trying to get the map to cooperate with me. There we go. She will disengage and will move towards the center. We'll pass by and just, pardon me. And as she gets closer and closer and closer to the center, she becomes even more and more Fey-like in her appearance. Flowers are sprouting everywhere. Dewdrops turn to pearls in her hair and on her clothes. And she looks the resplendent Fey, like noble woman that she is, as she turns and says, "Good day," and disappears into the Feywild.
Disappears. The second that you do, the spectacle of the stones fades from view. You hear the sounds of buzzing insects. You hear the sounds of night-like creatures as the four of you emerge into this darkened forest. There is a glow here, a purplish haze that starts to spin between the trees within this space. A light dew that seems to follow. And as you look up, the oak trees surrounding this glade glow with the green fluorescent eyes of the forest imps of the Shadow Fey. The forest imps that grin and smile and hop from one foot to the other. There is mortal flesh in the Feywild. Mortal flesh of a morsel they've never tried and have always wanted to. And the forest imps glide
Kobold.
towards the four of you. And guys, that's where we're going to have our little break, because I've got a bit of work to do to get this sorted out. I was not expecting this at all. Tismei, damn you with your little, I'm just going to do this. Like, unbelievable. Well done, everyone. We're going to have a little 10-minute break if I can, while I figure out what the fuck we're going to do next. And we'll see you in 10 minutes or so.
I'm in stiff drink now. Dear God.
Oh man.
I am
I'm not making this game.
stressing.
All right, here we go. I'm killing it. We'll be right back. Hi, we're back. Your favorite Feywild adventure. We're in it.
Yes, we are. Hi, everyone. Welcome back to Fey Touch Does Rather the River King. And for those just joining us now, wow, our group decided to move through a portal from the mortal realm into the Feywild for the first time, going against the orders of Lieutenant Mus, Doofy and Quinn's superior. Quinn disobeying orders, turning his back on the soldiery as the hound in him, the planar horizon walker, summoning forth the opening to a Fey road into the Feywild. Tismei, having cast a spell on the lieutenant and being attacked by him, maneuvering and following with Bisbo into the portal, and the last of our troop arriving within the Feywild, Esmeralda, showing off her true she form as she disappears from view within the pillars. For the soldiers on the plateau, watching these Aridni, these grey-like pixies flying off into the horizon, Lieutenant Mus looks towards the sergeant of the army and the remaining soldier still left on the battlefield. Turns to his sergeant and says, "Tear it down. Seal it shut." And the men grasped the chains to topple the last of the standing stones. Within the realm of the Feywild, on the Fey Road, Esmeralda Astrum, court member of the Court of Roses, she princess, arrives back to your natural realm, back to the spot that it seemed only a week ago, but you know how Fey time is. You re-emerge into the very space that you disappeared from. Disappeared from your brother and Dimity, your friend, leaving the Fey Road, leaving the Feywild for the first time. And as you look around, it is similar, but very different. It is as though the shadows have grown stronger. You see the fluorescent eyes of the forest imps flitting in the trees and grinning as they flip and start to sniff the air of kobold flesh. And then you hear a low-lying oh yes, in Sylvan. A princess coming home. We'd hoped we'd find one here. Look at him, boys. Fresh little flesh bags, fresh little things. This be a great prize we find today. Kill those three. Capture the pretty one. A tiny little dwarf, maybe 2.5, 3 foot tall, smaller than the kobold, stands on a cliff, a little cleft of rock, overlooking Tismei and Esmeralda. This Far Darig, this tiny little creature of the Shadow Fey, looks down towards you, and you see that their tan hide armor, their boots and cowls, all trimmed with fox fur, looks towards you with a wry grin. You see the forest imps in all the trees flittering and cackling around. I think you can see the forest imps. Oh, there were 3 of them on my map. Let me get the others.
I can switch us over to the battle map too here. And battle.
And I'll get everyone to roll initiative.
Okay.
Sorry,
This is it.
guys.
This is the episode where it is just combat from start to finish, and it's pretty awesome. Oh, there they are.
Good luck.
Initiative, eh?
Initiative, eh? We just did that. Why are we doing it again? Alright, how do we look?
That's right.
Oh,
Quinn.
that's not ideal.
Quinn, perhaps you're the first here. Maybe you're the one that's able to actually see what's coming before the others arrive. You find yourself in the Fey, a place that you've read, a place that you have studied, a place that you have been trained to locate and find and visit. But this is the first time in here. It is wondrous. You can feel all the energy around you, all that spell-crafted energy that you've been honed, all that training and the weapon katas that you would have been doing, and you can get a sense of immense power. You look down at your daggers, and you can see and you can get a sense of how much raw energy can be brought to bear from your hands. There's an overwhelming, almost hubris within you. You feel rooted, you feel more natural, you feel more balanced in this place than you were ever before. It's almost as if your feet barely touch the ground. This is a strange, overwhelming rush of feeling. And for the others, you see his eyes glowing this golden fire that now radiates around him. It's not just his eyes, but he seems to shimmer in some kind of mantle of himself, a golden mantle. Quinn, any other differences?
I think it's like Quinn kind of stands up and becomes upright in the Feywild. I think his armor now is, instead of like these baggy leather, there's this orange and yellows and reds from like the autumn colors, like all over, kind of like almost layered on top of his leather plate. But it's, instead of it being completely covering, there's this black streak kind of cutting through it, kind of from one shoulder down, just disrupting this sort of very delicately laid pattern. And I think he has well, we'll save maybe some stuff for later, but yeah, the bright glowing eyes, and then his armor's kind of transfixed. Very solemn looking. He kind of looks around and with frustration kind of grips the dagger. He's gonna look at this guy talking, just absolutely just fed up with this shit, I think at the front, at the top up here.
Yep.
He's going to take steps forward, so 5, 10, 15, 20. He's about 10 feet up, it looks like.
Yep.
Targeting this dwarf you said, I think, sitting on the top of the rock.
Yeah, he's a strange-looking, bearded, half-gnome, but a tiny little creature.
Do you have child locks on? Is that why I can't move all the time?
I do. How many get the child lock off? Sorry.
I like
Every
it because
time
I can
I
see
add-
the distance I'm moving, but then I'm sitting there thinking I can't actually move anywhere. That's fine. Yeah, planar warrior. I'm gonna throw my first knife at him.
Cool.
If I hit, I want to activate favored foe.
Awesome. Out goes this knife, generated by this strength of purpose, and it grows brighter and more phosphorescent as before. As you see it just slice its way through the Fey, directly towards the creature. Doing 17 points of damage. It thuds into its hide armor.
And I'll
Second.
pull back and swing again, yeah.
Yep. That will hit. Quinn, sorry about this. I'm going to add the extra damage. Can you please activate all of your other spells? So your repeating weapon, your archery, your thrown weapon, proficiency, whatever you can call that.
So returning dagger.
Returning dagger.
Favorite foe.
Yep.
And
Thrown
thrown
weapon
fighting. Yeah, all active.
Thank you. Yep, they're all good now. Thank you
And
very
roll
much.
damage.
And I'll give you that extra damage from the repeating weapon. Doing 15 with the second attack. These two arrows immediately smashing into this creature as he stumbles back a step. He looks down at you and says, "No. Another one. Another she. Bring him too." And he somersaults off the rock. This little tiny guy that kind of spins and lands at his feet. And you see he brings to bear this kind of glaive made out of antlers and made out of horns. And will attack. He lashes it out at Quinn. The first attack, missing with a 9. The second attack, missing with a 14. The third attack, missing with a 10. And with frustration, the fourth melee attack hits Quinn, doing 10 points of damage. You maintain your concentration on favoured foe, but I need you to do a strength saving throw for me, please. And you succeed. You hold your nerve as he tries to knock you off your feet. He's eaten 4 times with this little antler horns. Nasty little bugger. All right. Wow, you guys rolled terribly.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Quinn's just extra powerful, guys, from the magic of the Feywild coursing through his
We're
veins.
saying.
Oh boy.
Go. Sorry, one moment. The forest imp to the northwest of Bisbo, standing on the top of a tree, looks down towards the kobold and down towards Esmeralda, and grasping vines come up from the ground. 20-foot square, so it would be that big. Grasping at Bisbo and Esmeralda's legs. Can I get you both to make strength saving throws, please? You both avoid the grasp as they coming out from the ground.
I'm just shooting wildly. Ah! Friends!
Forest Imp 2 flies down towards Bisbo. His large glaive coming out of his hands and slashing down at the kobold.
What?
He hits. Maybe not. With a 23.
Let's see, what am I? Oh, no, never mind. Wouldn't matter.
Doing 3 points of damage. I need you to make a dexterity saving throw, please.
Okay.
You managed to dodge out of the way. Yep, no problem. You are not knocked over. As this imp 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 stands on top of this log over here. And casts Entangle, same spell. This time it's going to focus on Tismei and Quinn. Can I get you both to make strength saves, please? Quinn, it's got to be you, doesn't it? You are restrained.
You know, there's some people in this world that Their only job is to keep the status effects for the rest of the team, and that's what I do.
It's
I do-
unbelievable that this
and I
happens
do it-
every game.
I do it so well, to be honest.
And you have the best strength saving throw out of all of us.
You know, it's just
Like
like...
Tismei has a -1.
But Tismei's been trained for 6 episodes to avoid people grasping her, so I think that there's some
That's
sort of...
Yeah.
This forest imp comes flying down towards Tismei, roaring its blade, attacking you and missing.
Okay.
This one is attacking Tismei.
Mhm.
Gotta get rid of that damn Twilight Sanctuary if it's the last thing I do. And hits with a 17,
Okay.
doing 3 points of damage. Dex save, please.
Dex save.
And you are now prone.
Can
Seems to be the thing for you too. Alright. Where are my imps going? The last of the forest imps. This lands into the top of that tree. Bisbo, it's your turn.
Oh boy.
Vines all around your feet. You're watching Quinn has been restrained by vines and has been attacked 4 times by this creature. Tismei is down on the ground.
Also in this very wild, right, surreal nature, just pure nature. I feel like once I arrive here, all my instruments, which normally kind of operate on passively absorbing magic and channeling it, kind of are going haywire. A little bit. Gauges are like, I probably.
There's a hippo just sucking energy behind you.
Yeah,
left
just
and right.
so much. I'm actually just gonna roll something just real quick. I just want to see what would happen in this case.
Oh, that's not bad.
Oh, I was gonna. So I just like a little bit of vomit instead of a lot, just a tiny bit of vomit comes out of my mouth.
Just a dribble.
Just a little
That's good.
dribble. Yeah, just a dribble. I suck it back most of it. What is this nightmarish place? And God, this guy's right on me. I don't know what to do. They're all flying, so I can't use my ultimate weapon on them. I really hate that a lot. Well, you know what? I think. Damn it! I'm just gonna try to shoot this Forzen with my cannon.
The guy just in front of you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I think I can. Am I like right clear of the entangle too? Like if I just move one, is that out of the entangle?
Yeah, correct. Yeah.
Okay. So I'll do that. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna take the hit. Try to. I'll actually. Yeah. Second
Okay.
hit.
He gets
I'm
me.
going to try and hit you.
Yeah.
And an 18 will hit.
I will use shield now.
Okay.
So I pull I press my emergency button, and the little turtle sprawls up and takes the hit.
Hit your shield button so it's there for the rest
Okay.
of the round, so that
I got
when
it.
I try and hit you next time. Done. It
Okay.
glances off.
Scroll up and check off the spell. Okay. I'm going to attack him with my cannon. The one that's just trying to hit me.
Oh, yeah, you are. Oh,
Do it, Bispo.
bam, 9
Fly
points
swatter.
of damage.
9, and he'll go back 10 feet, right?
Yep.
He's falling back, or?
Oh, it did throw it back. Sorry, my bad.
Okay.
Yes, there you go.
Actually, let me see something. Oh, these are just little imps. And then I'll just try to finish him off with my gun.
Okay, take the shot. Missing.
All right.
Any more movement from you?
No. Yeah. I will kind of come around to this little tree area.
No worries. Tismei, over to you.
Okay. First, Tismei will pull the spirit weapon in the direction of imp number 5.
Standing up once more. Yep.
Oh yes, I keep forgetting. She will get up once again for the third time in like the past 3 rounds or so. I mean, the little vine will like pull her up before it goes to
Cute,
attack.
yeah. That's cool.
To attack, yeah. Imp number 5, that
The
top
vine's
one.
like, I keep
Yeah.
picking your ass up off the ground.
It's just pulling all the weight in this fight, truly. Both
Check the
literally and
attack.
figuratively.
Killed about 3
Ah.
imps, I think.
That will hit.
I don't know why I'm at advantage.
Oh, okay. That's because I made it prone, not you prone. That's
Oh.
that's clever of me. Good on me. Can you roll again for me, please?
Yes. Spiritual weapon, there you go.
Thank you. That will hit with a 13.
Woo! Yay, okay. And damage?
Nice.
That's enough. Smash.
So another imp kill under the spiritual weapon's belt.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's
It's
just
just like
bits of
wrapping
it.
around them and just like squeezing.
It's now just professional. It just
The thorns are
popping
just
imp
like
heads.
puncturing in. Yep.
Oh
mhm.
god, ow.
That's the vibe.
You always take it one step just to makes it like just super icky.
It's more fun that way. And then the imp directly in front of her, once again the bells will sound all around it.
Okay. It is not unwounded. It's not wounded, so D8 if
Yeah, so
you
just
do
normal.
succeed. Yep.
Okay, it's safe, never mind.
Okay.
Okay, and I think I will stay right there.
Esmeralda.
Esmeralda is going to move 5, 10, 15.
Yep.
And turning around, she's going to fire a magic missile at Forest Imp number 2.
Yes. Just one. How many missiles are you firing off? You're doing all 4 level 1 spells?
Level 1 spell, so I believe it's 3.
Yep. So how many at which targets and then fire them?
So I'm going to fire 1 at Forest Imp 2, and then 2 at Forest Imp 1.
Okay, love it. All right, so let's do Forest Imp 2 first. So roll the damage for magic missile. Very good, doing 2 points of damage. I'll untarget that one and target number 1. So now do it twice. The Forest Imp
1, 2.
Cool. Doing 8 points of damage. Heavy damage to that creature. Any bonus actions from you?
No, is my mantle still up? I don't think it should be.
It is. It goes for 10 rounds. So you.
Oh, fantastic.
Similar to Twilight Sanctuary, you've got another 3 rounds of these spells before that phase.
Okay, then I'm going to take the bonus action to add a +1 to my defense.
Oh, nice. Click that button for me, please.
Mm-hmm.
As you watch the mantle start to enshroud her and enclose around Esmeralda, roses start to form and thorns start to blossom around her very form, as if the natural world is protecting her. Quinn, over to you.
So restrain means I can't move. I have to break the restraint to move.
That is correct. Yep.
Okay. I will bonus action Misty Step.
Yep.
At level 2 spell. I want to Misty Step where this guy jumped from behind him.
Yeah, that's
kind of
cool.
look down on him, standing over him now, like in full form with like, all the new look. Maybe there's like a ethereal black cape kind of in the wind, just kicking up as I just look down on him. I'm gonna throw 2 daggers.
Hair blowing back.
Yeah.
Now your Harrier ability. How does that work?
So I have advantage. So I was gonna ask you. I have advantage on attack. I think it's just the first attack and not any attacks made like that turn. You have advantage on your next attack you make before the end of your turn. So I think it's just
cool.
one attack in the attack action, right? Not the entire
That is
attack
correct.
action.
Yeah, that's correct.
Do you want me to just click advantage, right?
Yes, please.
Okay.
And I've got returning weapon and thrown weapon fighting. You just use your bonus action to move. You are no longer restrained.
And he should have
This
favorite
is
foe
still-
on him still.
He doesn't seem to have the damage of that. So if you want to click the damage, the 1d4 damage for favorite foe for me, and then roll to attack with advantage.
Let's see. So self. Nope, that's not it.
There we go. Thank you, sir.
Advantage is activated and roll. Natural fucking 20.
Natural 20.
Yeah!
Yeah.
That's what I wanted. God, I wish I had Planar Warrior up.
Yep.
Alright, here we go.
That's a lot of D4.
So many D4s.
21 points of radiant of the force damage. Just thuds into the creature. Ah! Screams in pain. Outwitted by a mortal. Yeah.
Pulling the returning dagger.
No, he's
out
a
of him
she.
And back again. Gonna release another one here.
Nice one.
Go.
I have Favored Foe dropping off you again, so can you click that back on? I'll fix that right now so that stops happening. It's dropping out after every attack.
Just the damage, right?
Yes.
Activating damage. It looked like.
Hang on, wait. Let me get.
Sure.
Done. Now it shouldn't get rid of it. Okay, thank you. Roll your damage.
Rolling damage.
14 more points of damage to this creature. It just roars in agony. Ugh.
That's my turn.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm still within range of Tismei, right? Okay. Yeah, I'll sit. Am I too
Yeah,
far?
you should be. I don't know how high you are, but just straight distance-wise, you're still in range.
One action. One action. God. I'm not liking this much. Nah, to hell with you, Quinn. You can't be lucky twice.
Surprised. Very. I shouldn't say anything because this will be the round where it's like that's a natural crit, that's a natural crit, that's another crit.
Yeah.
Thanks for playing.
Oh,
He's
yeah, there it goes.
He's angry. You've hit him so many times with daggers, and that last one hurt. He brings out his antler glaive, drives it above his head, which is only at about chest height, so he's just kind of slashing at your chest, really. And will attack for his first of 4 attacks. The first attack
Oh boy.
misses with an 11.
Nice.
The second one misses
shit.
with a 10.
Oh my gosh.
Eat shit.
Third attack misses with a 12.
Eat shit.
And the last attack hits with a 20, a non-magic
wow.
20. You do
Wow, man, you're
11 points of damage. You maintain your concentration on Favored Foe. I need a strength save from you, please. Which you fail, and you are now prone. That should have happened on the first attack, not the damn last one. You
Cleaves out.
Get knocked
Dodge
on your
the
ass.
3, he cleaves out my legs, and I'll just like go to
I
a
guess
knee.
4 times the charm.
Forest in 1 flies down towards you both. Attacks with the glaive. And rolls an 18, which misses because you've still got shield on. Why am I an idiot? Forest in 2
He doesn't know that.
is going to go and attack Esmeralda here.
Oh, the thing has been told to keep alive.
Misses with a, I think this will miss. God, slow down. 11. Yep, that misses. The next imp, Forest in 3, doesn't have to keep Tismei alive, so she's flying down. Tismei, you're prone, aren't you? Are you prone? No, you're back on the
She
feet.
stood up.
Yes, I'm standing.
All right, here it comes.
For now.
That will hit,
Yep,
doing
for now.
3 points of damage. Make a dexterity saving throw, please.
Come on, Tismei.
Wait, this has been going.
Oh, she holds it! Nice.
The one time.
He is prone now. I'm just kidding.
This one is going to try and attack you. It hits you as well, doing a grand total of 6 points of damage. I'll get you to make another dexterity saving
Come
throw.
on,
please.
Tismei.
God damn!
She's just holding
With
on to
your
the
feet.
spiritual weapon, not that she can, but it's a spectral thing. But still.
Imp 6 flies down to attack Esmeralda. So here we go. Man, what is this? 12 imps you've fought today? And that will miss with a
Oh my
13.
goodness.
Bisbo, it's over to you.
I hate these imps. I really have nothing to do against these guys. Actually, I will move here. I think that guy's in. What square is he in? I was.
I'll put him there just to make it easy.
Okay.
Back to back with Esmeralda, is that the plan?
Yes. Oh, your wingspan is so great. You're so powerful. Oh no, what will we ever do? Now I'm just using sarcasm against them.
It's not actually a spell. That's just all.
Sarcastic roar. No, it's my plea for mercy. I'll use the
Yeah.
sarcastic roar against them.
All right, let me target everyone.
I clicked it and then it went away. So.
Yeah, sorry, that was me doing the same thing at the same time. I should let you just do it, shouldn't I?
I don't think I should even click it. Well, I clicked like the use of it and then it gets rid of.
Yes.
So I can actually go out of combat. I think and use it. I'll just do that.
All you need to do is
I
on the bottom left you see mode.
Yeah, I
if
changed
you
it
move
already.
from combat to standard, you can unclick it or just use the button.
Yeah. Okay. Giving me advantage, and then I will just attack the one in front of me normally. So just be a straight shot, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Hang on, let me wait. I'll let you targeting everyone at the moment.
Okay.
So let me get all of that off. And then targeting Forest in 1, take your shot.
Yep. I rolled 217, so it says I didn't have an advantage, but I did 217, so
Yeah.
I think 17 hits, right?
70 hits. 24
Okay.
hits.
Just barely.
And then do I need to activate my gun? Scroll up.
Yes, you will.
Okay. And that is my arcane firearm.
Yeah.
Scroll back down.
Unfortunately, sorry.
Speeder's so slow.
Wow. Yeah.
Ooh.
Instant death.
Just an ice
Instant
cube.
death.
just a weird macabre like ice sculpture of it, as I supercharged blast hits it.
I feel so bad because it's kind of like, please, don't hurt me, and they kind of have that second of doubt where they're not attacking, and then it's like they shoot its head off. It's like a horrible thing to do to someone.
It's fine, whatever. I was trying to kill us, and I was using sarcasm this time that I've learned from my friends.
Yeah. Is that your turn?
Yeah, I'll say back to back with Esmeralda to give her like not actual mechanical support, but just emotional support.
Emotional support.
Yeah.
Tismei, over to you. You've got 2 of these imps around you. You've managed to keep your feet. You feel dexterous, lighter than air today. You like this Feywild place. Yeah.
Yeah, this is pretty cool. Oh, that wasn't a great roll. What is this? Imp number 4. The spiritual weapon will once again kind of slither around and wrap around the leg of this one and try to pull it down.
Still got bits of the last imp in it as it wraps around the other.
Yes, they're just like peeling. Yeah, just falling off of the thorns. Just casual, as you do.
It's cash.
Hits for the 16.
Solid.
Just crushing these things. 7 points of damage to that imp. Still alive. What would you do as your action?
Still alive, then I will target that one with Toll the Dead.
Yep, cool.
Hope to see if this hits.
It failed its save. Despite that, how many of those have you beaten with advantage, even though it gets advantage on the saving throw? No problem.
I know, I'm surprised
D12.
it's worked. D12, 2D12. Got level 5.
Survive this. 14 points of damage with a cantrip. Yeah, no problem. Imp number 4 is no more. Love it.
And then
that's your action. That's your bonus action. There's movement if you wish.
Can I take like a step to the right out of the entangled area?
Yes, you can. Yep.
Okay. There we go. Just that. Stay within melee of the other creature.
Okay.
And that one my turn.
Esmeralda.
Esmeralda is going to look back to Bisbo and I wish you'd warn me before you do things like this. But will charge up her firebolt and fire it on the dwarf.
On the dwarf. So this is a disadvantage because you are in melee combat with other creatures.
Even if I... Oh, that's true.
You still have your face step too, don't you? Oh, but you need your bonus action to charge it, don't you?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
I do take attack of opportunity with them. Okay, well, never mind that. Didn't realize that. Fine. You know what? These guys, I am placing a starburst 10 feet in front of me. Both of these guys are going to need to make saving throws. Charisma saving throws.
Roll the saving throw dice for me, please. They've got advantage. And they end up rolling a 21 and a 22.
Oh, wow.
Resisting the spell.
I hate them.
Yes, that's it.
Fair.
Imps.
Okay, well, then I will just continue to use my mantle for defense.
Okay. Quinn. You look at this small little imp, his grinning face, his frustrating face as he tried to smash you a few times with his glaive. What do you do?
On the main sheet, do I have 9 temporary hit points? Is that what that little green 9 is?
No, you've got
No,
9
that's-
wounds.
Wounds. You don't have any temporary hit points right
Oh,
now.
so
They were all
that's the-
absorbed by the last attack.
Yeah.
28 hit points.
Yep.
This guy, do I get a sense he not? Oh, I'll stand up because I think I'm prone.
Yes, you are.
Is this guy doing an ability to make me prone, or is it inherent to his weapon? Can I tell having fought?
It's within his weapon. Yeah, so he's kind of hacking at you and just bludgeoning you down with his glaive.
I have an ability called Foretell Distraction. Can I use that to disengage with this guy without taking an opportunity attack if it's successful, like stealth? So I'll read it just so that people watching know what the hell I'm talking about anyway. But it is a Cobalt Press spell, and let me pull it up now. Okay. I know when this guy's gonna look away. I make a Dexterity stealth check, provided cover and concealment's available, which is, we'd have to discuss. And I can move 10 feet as part of casting the spell. So I thought maybe if I could use this and slide down the mountain, I might be able to kind of like get out of range of him quickly without taking an opportunity attack. What do you think? Because it doesn't mention opportunity attacks in this.
Yeah, absolutely. No, that's the point of this. The point of this is to kind of get out of combat. It's like a disengage at the same time and disappear somewhere else. That's fine.
Okay, yeah. So I want to use that.
So
now.
Are you toppling off this side of the cliff?
Exactly.
Or are you
Yeah.
gonna roll back out into the bush below.
Yeah. Probably to the side then, just because it's only 10 feet, and just kind of slide down, put my back up against the hill, take a breather, and then 1 step, 2 step out. So where
and make a stealth check for me, please.
Oh, sure.
So use the spell slot and then make a stealth check. 23. So he looks around, what? As you just kind of
it's just like
humble.
this flourish of autumn leaves in front of him, almost just kind of blinding him, and then when they disappear, I'm gone.
Love it. So now you're down underneath that rocky ledge, and he can't see you. He has no idea where you've gone. You've effectively become concealed at the same time.
So that was my bonus action. So then I will kind of just push off from the base of the mountain, and as I'm kind of shooting backwards, I want to throw with my dagger twice at him.
All right. So the first one's with advantage because you've effectively come out of stealth for the attack.
I'm going to initiate that. Do I need to initiate anything else? Favorite foes on, returning weapons on.
Favorite foe dropped off again.
Thrown weapon fighting.
Thrown weapon fighting's on, returning weapons on. You can't misplay the planar warrior. Done. Do the thing. Yep.
With advantage, throwing.
Catches the creature. 12 points of damage. That's the first dagger.
1 more.
That hits with the second.
Damage still on before I roll.
It is.
Oh, I'm sorry, I rolled the wrong thing. Here we go.
Okay. 14 points of damage. This thing has now been riddled with 6 dagger strikes, and it keeps returning back to your hand. And this horrendous thing as it's getting slashed and pierced by dagger wounds, and is unable to kind of get you. It's knocked you over, and you've been able to get up and move out and fight.
I'm gonna casually use the rest of my movement to just rotate around this growth and kind of stare at, come to the other side and just kind of stand and stare at him. I don't even know if it affects him or not, but that's it.
This creature moves up towards this tree and puts its hand on the tree. You can get a sense of wind around you. I'm seeing whether Taylor wants to counterspell this. As he
Don't
casts
have it.
Tree Stride and just vanishes.
It's the only downside about being a ranged person is I never get my attack of opportunity.
I mean, you get it if somebody is next to you.
I don't want, anyone next to me, so.
You still have a melee weapon, Grant. Yeah,
Esmeralda, you're not a warcaster, are you?
No, I didn't take the Warcaster. I don't think I took the Warcaster.
No, that's right. You took Resilient. Yeah,
Resilient. Warcaster's the next one.
Okay. The Forest Imp 2 becomes invisible. And it's looking at moving out of the way. Do you want an attack of opportunity against it, Esmeralda? Will you use your reaction? And it will be at disadvantage because it's invisible.
I don't know if I could even hit it with anything. I have a dagger.
Yeah, you like draw the dagger and try and stab it, I guess. It's a weird thing.
Let's give it a try.
A disadvantage on the roll? No, you won't. It'll automatically do it because I've clicked invisible.
Never mind.
Hits! Oh my god.
Oh wow.
Oh man!
Yeah.
You stab out and kill the poor thing. It looks up this guy. As it dies at your feet. It's like, poor imp. Yeah, these imps are cowardly. They're getting out of here.
Good.
Imp 3 goes invisible. Tismei, attack of opportunity if you wish.
I will try. I will pull out the scimitar that I never use.
Yep.
And slash out at it.
Classic baker's defense weapon, the scimitar.
Yeah, it's just my dad's from, why, I don't know. It's not part of my
Where did you
backstory.
pull that from?
It hit? What?
Why?
It's been strapped to my back this whole time.
What the hell? Why did it hit? Oh no.
It's a 13.
It needs to be invisible, not you need to be invisible. So let's do that again.
Oh, I'm invisible oh, okay.
Good on you, James. Professional DM, folks. That's why I put buttons on the wrong guys all the time. All right, can you roll a hit now, please?
Yes.
The training, sorry.
That I can do. That's funny.
Oh, still hit! What the hell is going on here? Do some damage.
Finish him.
No
Okay,
imps left
where's
alive.
Okay,
Yes.
21 point
points of
damage. There we go.
All right. let's move.
Bye-bye.
I'll say not
Don't
unless it can
suffer
move.
an imp to live.
Not unless it can move further than that. It better hope it can.
All
I
right.
can still
So
attack him.
6. You have used your you've used your attack of opportunity. It goes invisible. No. God, I did it again. I made Taylor invisible. Let's not do that. And so it's going to move this way. They're both flying down the valley to get out of here. Bisbo, your turn.
Oh yeah. We shall not suffer an imp to live.
You're just watching as the branches and leaves rustle as these two imps move through it. You can't see them entirely, but...
I mean, I'll attack one of them. I don't care. Target one of them. What? You know.
3's wounded. 6 you insulted. Oh, it was... No, that should be
They're
gone
both
now.
invisible, so I'm just firing in their both the general area of both of them. You target. Yeah.
Which... Just give me one.
The one on the right.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
Roll to attack.
Let's go with my first one of the Ray of Frost. I'll click disadvantage, right? Or is it automatic?
No, it's done. Done because he's
Okay.
already... I've got invisible on him.
Hey, there we go. Oh, and I should do another D8 again.
Yeah.
So another
I should do
D8.
Oh, no, then.
Let's throw that on there.
Slayers. No, it survives! Hooray!
Hey.
Alright, I'll attack it with my other.
In Eric's defense, he's been shooting a lot of squirrels on our hike to Muerta.
This is ridiculous. Oh, it's not living.
Oh my goodness.
Freedom! Just. Run away!
Tismei.
Oh, okay. So there's still one of them out in that direction, but it's invisible.
Yeah, but you can see it move. So invisible, you can kind of see the, I don't know whether it's the sheen or the shimmer. It makes it harder to hit, but you can see it's out there.
Okay. What can I...
You are
close to...
currently 60 feet from it.
Toll the Dead?
Toll Dead is 6... That's true. It doesn't say in the spell I have... Nope, that I can see within range.
Yeah.
I have to see it for that one.
Yeah, that's a bit broken,
but
it?
guiding
You have like an
bolt,
AoE that would work, but otherwise, like
I do not.
Yeah.
Guiding bolt doesn't specifically say I have to see it. Could I shoot it in the direction and hope for the best?
Yeah, you can. Yeah, and that's where the disadvantage on the attack roll goes. If you hit with guiding bolt, of course, then it becomes illuminated and can't be invisible.
True. Yes, which is the benefit of it. I don't have many spell slots left. I'm trying to think if it's worth it to kill this. Yeah, sure. Why not? We're in the Feywild.
I hate the imps. Kill all the imps.
So yeah, Tismei will just look in the direction of where she saw the other one fly off as best as she knows, and will just shoot off, point in that direction.
Cool.
A guiding bolt, see what happens. At first level, just.
And with disadvantage, you still hit.
Oh,
Everyone
God.
is hit with the invisible guys. What the hell is going on today? It's awesome.
Okay.
Level 1 guiding bolt.
That's a 4d6.
Oh, Jesus. This, folks, is what happens when you have monsters run away from people for 9 sessions. They're like,
Yeah.
nope, no more.
It's personal.
Especially these
Taking
little-
guys down.
These little assholes. Okay, these are.
Yeah, we can't stop the
I'm
tree
actually gonna.
stride.
I'm gonna make a
hilarious.
necklace of their little heads. I think. Yeah.
Really?
Wow.
Maybe not. Okay, Jesus.
You did
Very
a little
quick.
bit of chaotic evil there for a second.
Okay, well, so far 2 imps have killed Godwin twice. So
It's true.
That is true.
We are
It's
anti.
just basically it's just to make other imps afraid so they won't attack us. I'm actually trying to save imp lives in the future. Yeah, it's like a warning.
Very altruistic.
A
You
warning.
should run for political office.
see.
I'm killing
And
you
with that,
to save you.
the glade is silent once more. The oak trees start to. It's almost as if they breathe with a sigh of relief as these shadows start to recede from the trees. Whatever the magics that were being brought to bear here have faded, and you watch as the oak filigree shimmering yellow and blue, white and blue light fades away to nothing. The road here has been closed. The ability to go back to the material realm from this space is gone. For now, it is magic's stronger than yours to open the portal from here to the prime material once more. And with the standing stones destroyed on the other side, the veil has become that much thicker between the worlds, that much more difficult to traverse between the planes. You look around, and with that sense of wonder, and I apologize, Tismei's still a little gnome. The Twilight Sanctuary collapses, the mantle of the roses emerges back into Esmeralda's form. You look around with fresh eyes for Bisbo, Tismei, Quinn. This is the first time you've seen the Feywild in its full beauty. This is like a twilight, but a twilight that may never end. It is beautiful. Scintillating colours of greens and purples, the fragrance of spring flowers that come wafting on every breeze. Every bird tweet is perfect. Every dewdrop is perfect. Every slight shimmering rain that kind of casts its way across the forest. It's a painting as if it's been designed as us. Just a stunning, stunning evening.
This place sucks.
Still holding it in, Bisbo.
Just a little tiny bit comes out. It's too perfect.
Quinn kind of the orange and the reds and the yellows, as things start to calm down, he kind of brushes his hand across them, and the leaves kind of fall off his armor, and like the normal black leather underneath kind of returns. Eyes kind of like brighten. He holds them up with his hand and then wipes away, and his eyes return to normal.
For Esmeralda, you look down at your gown, and the star-shaped pendant that Dimity Salisi had given you on the day that you left here in the Feywild is glowing even brighter than before. It's got this scintillating silver, this magical wave that comes from this necklace. And as you grasp it, you recall her last words to you when she presented it to you before you were harried away from this space by the Bucker, to help you come back to her. A gift to allow you to return. And so while you're in the Feywild, this necklace gives you +2 to your survival and perception rolls while you're in the Feywild, as Dimity Salisi's magic is drawn back towards her.
Thanks, bestie.
I didn't get a magical item.
That's amazing. You literally have a returning knife.
Yeah,
Go away.
That doesn't count.
Bisbo had to make that for me.
Yeah, that doesn't count. I pop back the pearl. I swallow the pearl of power like a pill to regain a spell slot. And I'll get it back at dawn. Don't think about it. That's how it recharges.
Oh. Okay.
Esmeralda will just quietly sigh, and as she steps more into the Feywild, her appearance will change more. The tattered gown flourishes out like a blooming flower to layers of silk and organza and glittering fabrics, and she just looks like she belongs there. And time to come home. Bisbo, are you all right?
Yes. As I'm just completely, all my instruments are going crazy. I think I even want to try to start almost like casting detect magic. But I'm pretty much just, I'm not actually, I don't, he's not that stupid, but he's going to be basically trying to, it's like detect magic, but he's just trying to recalibrate everything to account for the abundance of ambient magic here.
Yep.
So that's pretty much what I'm, just because like all my stuff's going so haywire.
Absolutely. The second you would even try to do that, it's everywhere. You know, it's within the ground. The ley line that you're standing on is so massively powerful. Even though there is no portal here, the latent magic that's running through this little valley is massive.
Yeah. So I'm increasing all the kind of the margins and what the things take in by I'm trying to almost mathematically equate like the difference ambient magic between the material plane and this plane just to account for it.
Yep.
So I am trying to like quantify right now within a variance like how the Feywild kind of functions magically.
And can I get everyone to make a perception roll for me, please? Let's hope that this magical item gives you an extra +2 automatically. I'm hoping it does.
Would I even roll? At this point, I think I'm pretty distracted. So
sure, you don't have to. Okay. 20. And did, but yeah, rolled terrible. Sorry, maybe you're a little distracted also. Tismei, you hear it first, the creaking of oak. It sounds as though a tree is being moved by wind. But of course it is not. You look up and you see that the trees start to shake and start to move, and you can't help but think of the time in your confirmation where you watched the trees move in your mind. And so it is comforting when you see Quinn's body stiffen as well as he looks towards the grove of oak around him. and you too can get a sense of movement. The trees seem to be moving against the wind, almost leaning in towards you.
Tismei will get everyone's attention. I guess, or ask Esmeralda, like, is this something's moving? Is this normal Feywild, or?
Esmeralda will look up at the trees, and we are in the realm of the Yoke King. He might be coming. She's going to pause.
Sorry, go. Yep.
Go ahead. She's going to pause and listen for a moment. But
you hear the sounds of clip-clop-like footfalls. Emerging from the oak trees, you see a haggard and old-looking creature. His antlers are covered in moss and sweeping almost vines, and his grey-like long pointed beard and shaggy hair belied this centaur walking on a small staff. He kind of emerges within the glade. You see at the pointed ends of this wooden branch that he's using to hold himself up a number of small sparrow, blue wren-like creatures that are just kind of birds that are bobbing between the two. He looks towards you all, gazes down and says, much quieter now. In Sylvan. So who speaks Sylvan?
Tismei.
I know swear words.
Yep. Because you're starting to learn it. Quinn, do you speak Sylvan yet? No, you don't, do you?
Mm-mm.
Thank you. They make such a chatter, those imps. They make such a racket. It's hard to concentrate when I'm walking.
Esmeralda will smile, and it is our pleasure. How fares the king?
Fares well. Well enough. Still yearning, still pining for a life of his own. Still looking for that endless spring, and still recalcitrant in his way. Does not listen as much as he should. Does not take heed of counsel as much as he once did. You're a long way from home, Princess.
I am. And I bring grave tidings. As you probably well know, and she'll motion to the few imps that scatter the ground. This has been a pervasive problem that has entered not only our realm, but the material realm as well.
Yes, the war rages, the battles go to unfamiliar places. And yet, the energy is diminished. The portal destroyed. The doorway of the road. No more. That was not them. He looks towards the imps at the feet. And then looks towards the figure of Bisbo, the electronic gadget starting to move and maneuver around. Not from this realm. Is this you? He looks pointedly at Esmeralda. Did you do this?
I did not close the portal, no. The humans at Riverbend, or at least a group of them, were able to piece together that the rocks around the roadway if you tear them down, it would seal the portal shut. They did this because the forest imps were coming in at a rate they could not handle, and it was doing massive damage. The Feywilds have bled into the material plane, and not in a good way.
What is this to do with the river? Why would you need to protect a river?
It's to do with the Shadow Court. The Shadow Court threatens all, seedy and unseedy, summer, river, winter courts, all.
You could not stop them.
Stop them from destroying the circle?
Yes.
No.
I feel the veil is thick, harder. This has been millennia. It is undone.
It can be opened again. You just need time and to figure out how. It is not closed permanently.
It's fair. I am Piratos, an envoy of the old king. You're welcome to his realm for those that have not trod here before. Interesting. Would you care for some water? He brings out a water skin.
Where is this guy located, like, comparison to us?
Just emerged from the woods. He'd be 10, 20 feet away.
Like to the north or something?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Bisbo has not been paying any attention at all to what's been happening. He's been completely engrossed, calibrating, and he's been wandering off towards that guy, just completely unnoticed.
Mm-hmm.
Like looking at readings and like, oh, and he just kind of goes right up to the guy and is like getting readings on. I'm assuming this is the most magically potent thing in the area.
Yeah.
So he's kind of just again not paying any attention.
There's a lot going on. His staff. You see that there's a necklace here that seems to be and just generally there's a magical aura around this guy.
Yeah, so I just go going right up to him, just not realizing, seeing his feet, and like with this, like my rod's out, trying to calibrate it as I almost run into him.
What is he doing? Why is this happening to me?
Yeah, this is it will not harm you, I promise. His understanding of magic is much different than ours. This is his way of understanding it, and it's a fascinating way that he thinks. That is Bisbo. Perhaps give the good man some space.
What man? I finally look up. How tall is this guy?
5.5.
Oh, okay.
He's not a big guy. He's a satyr, not a centaur. He's like, a little goat man. Long horns.
Ah, okay. He's a centaur, not a satyr.
A satyr. Oh, God, here we go. He is a goat man, a satyr, not a centaur. Yeah.
Got it. He is a satyr. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Excuse me. Sorry. Who are you? Is he offering water?
Piratos. Yes. Would you care for some water?
Has he switched to common?
Oh. No.
Oh, he's speaking Sylvan? Wait, I know some Sylvan. I would have speaken some Sylvan. Fuck your mother. Go eat shit.
No.
Give him a thumbs up to shake. Go eat shit, you son of a bitch.
Can you make a charisma check for me?
Okay.
I was going to say at some point during this, Tismei would make her way over towards, I guess Bispo was walking away, so Quinn then, and the parts that she was hearing or understanding would translate the bits of what was going on.
Yeah.
At least, yeah.
Is this a straight charisma check?
Straight charisma check.
Okay.
This is you can't speak the language, you've just insulted him.
God, they only taught me with swear words. What was it?
A 9. What? Why would you bring such a creature here? He has no
Esmeralda
manners.
And
Your
you're
mother
tired.
Esmeralda will-
is.
He seems to be getting
Esmeralda's running
angrier and
forward.
angrier.
and putting her hand over Bizzo's mouth. She's going to say in common, Bizzo, stop it. You've insulted him. And then we'll turn to the satyr and my sincerest apologies. He has, in an attempt to understand our ways, tried to learn our language, and unfortunately, he started in a place where I would ill-advise. That is ill-advised. I have begun to teach him the proper manners. I do apologize profusely.
You taught him these words.
I did not teach him these words. He somehow learned them himself.
Why would you bring such a creature into a spiritual place like this?
Because Bizbo has been affected by our realms and the people within our realms. I'm trying to help him find someone close to him. Please.
Persuasion.
I apologize on his behalf. What is it?
Persuasion.
What the fuck?
The ancient satyr looks towards you and glowers. The Oak King should not be troubled by this. You will not bring this thing into his court. I would have you skirt our lands. You are welcome no further. Be gone from this place. Be gone from this road. Tarry home to the place of roses. You may not enter here.
Esmeralda will look contrite and I understand, and please know, I do apologize for these words. Please send the Oak King my sincerest regards and well wishes. And she's going to kind of just shove Bizzo behind her and will gently incline her head and like giving Bizzo the dirtiest fucking look as she's doing it. Like, fucking move.
Did I pronounce something wrong?
And she's gonna just glare at him until he moves away back to the rest of the group.
I moved back.
The satyr turns, and it's almost as if the oaks part as he stumbles his way further north. Sorry, Tyler, go.
Esmeralda's going to pause, take a breath, and then, Bizbo, do you know what you said to that man?
I thought to wait some sort of greeting, you say, between friends?
No. You first said, fuck you, called him a son of a bitch, told him to go fuck his mother, among other things. Now, we are not allowed into the realm of the Oak King, and I am going to have to do a lot of apologizing, because you insulted one of his main messengers. Ugh.
He looks at you with a face of pure terror, and his eyes get really wide, and he starts to tear up, and his little mouth starts quivering.
Why?
What?
Where did you learn such things?
It was in a book. The book that you. Why did you do? I'm sorry. I think I might start crying. As I've disappointed you. Yeah, I definitely start crying.
Esmeralda will just quietly just sigh and we're not allowed into the realm of the Oak.
I didn't know.
Bizbo, I'm glad you feel contrite, but you should keep in mind next time not to spout out words that you've learned from a book unless you verify them with somebody who can speak the language. Is that understood?
Yes.
Good. Now, we are no longer able to use the realm of the Oak King to move to the Court of Roses. We must go around. That will make our journey a bit longer and a bit more perilous. So, it'll be difficult. But I know the way home. Get us home. Once we're in the Court of Roses, I can do a lot of good. I will have to find a way to apologize to the Oak King for the insult, but I'm sure I can figure out something on the way. Oh. And Esmeralda's going...
Make him a present?
I would think that's not wise. Bisbo, while I love your inventions and the way you experience magic, a tree and a great one like the Oak King may not be as inclined. Do you know what a treant is?
Do I know what a treant is?
I don't think so. No, I think your time researching the Shadow Fey, you probably would have skipped that bit.
Yeah. Is it a bigger goat guy?
No. Treant, and she'll brush one of her hands along one of the oaks, and she'll say, a treant is a tree that has taken on a life of its own. It breathes, it speaks, and it understands.
What?
Yes. It's a marvelous thing. They are old and ancient.
That's a walking nightmare. It's a living tree.
I assure you, he is good and kind. A little melancholy and a little long-winded, but good.
What kind of gift could I give to a tree?
Mm-hmm.
I start taking notes. Do they poop? Because I was just working on a toilet for the army.
While you two are going back and forth, probably only Tismei will know, but Quinn will lean down, dig a hole in the dirt with his hands, and he's going to put the insignia from the army into the dirt and then cover it in the area here. Brush his hands off. Take a look around, just listen to the bickering of whether or not trees poop or not.
I mean, I was just working on a toilet. I have to, now that's all that work I did is for nothing.
Bisbo! Why don't you go rejoin the others? I must make amends, and then we will have to go.
Okay. That's going to take like a 10 minutes, solid 10 minutes. I'm going to repair Godwin over here.
Sure.
Perhaps you should go repair Godwin, and Esmeralda will face the line of oak trees.
I'll help you repair Godwin. I don't know how, just maybe hand you something every now and then.
Sure. Yeah. I go along with it even though you're making it take longer.
You never use it. I hand you a tool, you immediately hold it in one hand and put it to the side and grab a different one.
I just let you feel like you're contributing, for sure.
Tismei's just gonna lie down on the ground, like when you go cloud gazing, you just lie down, you're looking the different shapes in the cloud. She's gonna do a version of that, but just watching the beautiful lights in the twilight sky.
Nice. Esmeralda.
And then Esmeralda will use her druid craft to put a whisper on a wind of warm wishes.
Every time. He's got a gift.
Sorry, everyone.
She will send a message that says, warm wishes and my sincerest apologies. I hope to have an audience with you sometime soon, and we'll just send that gently through the oak, and then we'll return to her friends.
I don't know why you said it like that, but okay.
Yeah, it seems kind of...
You thought Quinn was going to be the problem. Yeah. We didn't make it 5 minutes in the Feywild. We've already pissed off one court.
You send the message of nature and hope on the wind. As you do, you just hear the banging and clattering of his bow behind as he hammers his familiar back to shape, and you hear the sound of Quinn going, "No, not that, not that. Wrench this one," and you just sigh. Esmeralda, you look around, gazing through the forest, concentrating on home. And can I get you to make a survival roll for me, please? You bring yourself to bear. You bring yourself into stature. You look disapprovingly at Bisbo one last time. Say, "This way," and stride through the forest in the entirely wrong direction. And folks, that's where we'll leave it for the week.
So confident.
So thank you guys. Oh, what you do to me, my players. That is outstanding. Wow. So good.
This did not go as I thought it was going to go.
No.
Nope. Me neither. But
In
that's
fact,
the best part of it.
The one thing that I'm fucking trained well in that I took ranks in because I needed charisma, and I rolled a goddamn one again.
You can't avoid those natural ones sometimes. You can't avoid a plucky little.
Why was I
kobold
only
with a hard
taught
shot.
swear words?
That's fine.
That is
well-
Esmeralda's fault, is it not? Did she start with?
Yeah.
No.
She did that.
We talked about
I
it.
did not.
You
No. I taught you
100%.
the alphabet.
And
I taught you
Tismei
the
taught you the.
alphabet.
Oh, you're right. Tismei taught me swear words.
I didn't say anything.
She's being so silent right here.
Yeah.
But I
Yep.
just imagine while Esmeralda's yelling at me, Tismei's face or like whatever your
Yeah,
expression
so
is.
I didn't say anything.
I love it. She's just lying down on the grass, looking up at the stars.
Yeah.
I think Bisbo covered for you there too. Like he knows he did
Oh.
cover.
Oh, thank you.
Just funny. Oh, Latreni, what are you doing? That's just great. Old person on the lieutenant and then teaching the kobold swear words. Well, guys, wonderful game as per usual. Thanks everyone for coming to watch. That was episode 2 of Wrath of the River King. That's going nowhere near that way that module's supposed to be turning out, but we'll keep going with it.
That big of a turn, huh?
Oh,
I don't think-
well, it's part of the chapters, but we've just gone from chapter
We
1
just
to
jumped
about
away.
chapter
Do we
5.
level up?
Yeah,
Because we
we're
had jumped ahead a little bit.
just a little bit.
The whole
We'll be moving around.
Jumping over to the Feywild.
Yeah,
but we're
that's
in
the way the
Feywild.
Feywild
It is
works
now the best Feywild campaign for 7 days.
That's right.
Officially.
Number one, Feywild.
For the next 7 days, we are the most official Feywild campaign out there.
We are no
Thanks,
longer
folks.
Fey touched. We are Fey fiddled, Fey caressed,
What the fuck?
Fey.
No.
No,
Fey.
no,
Abort.
no,
Abort.
You
no,
are you
no.
are making it worse.
Abort
Very
mission,
bad.
please.
very, very bad.
Fey. Is
No.
fiddled
Fey
not
massaged.
bad? Fiddled, I feel like is more like I thought
Massaged.
more of a caressing, but I guess now that I say it out loud, it doesn't sound.
Fiddled,
No.
fiddled is a not is a
Yeah.
crest
No.
you don't want to happen to you. That's
Yeah,
that's a
yeah.
bad touch. Yeah.
Yeah,
All
my
right.
bad.
I can, someone
On
salvage
that
this
note-
with something nice. Yeah, let's
Kill
go
the
that way.
stream. Kill the stream.
Kill
Yeah.
it. Kill it. Abort. Click the abort button right now.
Thanks, guys. We'll see you next week. Have a great week. We'll see you next time.
Bye.
Bye.